Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, evening, afternoon, everybody. Oh god, why is it so freaking hot? Why the hell has it been like 31 degrees today? I thought we were done with it. Like, kill me in Minecraft. But holy hell, it's been annoyingly hot today, which, like, I was so tempted to, like, just not stream today because, the fucking weather has the heat and, streaming makes the room warmer because, computer go burr. Well, not burr, but, burr because of streaming. But holy crap. Okay, so, buddy, hope you've all had a good day, though, chats. I mean, I guess I've kind of said how my day's been, right? Because, the heat makes me want to... the heat makes me want the heat death of the Earth come a bit much faster. Well, not even the Earth, the universe. But we'll make do, right? We'll just deal with it. But I will bitch. I will bitch though. Okay, so okay, so that's now here's the thing. So today there's like we could start chapter 9. I mean, we couldn't start chapter 9, it's literally here. If destiny concludes today, though the winds of time have swept away my footprints, they remain carved in the wind's backbones. Hereon, the winds shall carry them to awaken countless spring days and sound a symphony of all creations. Whatever the hell that means, and also, who is that referring to? We don't really know who that refers to, right? But yeah, so chapter 9's up. Will we start chapter 9 today? Maybe. 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 I mean, we could also just play some more Musume. I mean, like, I'm down for that, to be honest. Like, I need to raise some horses. Oh, yeah, I need to raise some more horses. Okay, let's see. But I mean, technically, probably the next time I'll probably stream Uma. When Musume is probably what? When Kita-san banner is up, right? Because when Kita-san banner is up, is like we're gonna pull for that freaking support cards, and if we don't get that support cards, yeah. I mean, surely we'll get it, right? I'm not fucking re-rolling again. I mean, I can't re-roll, right? Because then I lose all my progress. And I am... you know what? I am surprised by how many hours I've actually spent on Uma. And it doesn't feel like I've actually spent that much time. Apparently on Uma, I've spent 42 hours. And I'm not sure how. I'm not sure how I spent 42 hours on Uma. But apparently I have. So, yeah. Okay, let me see. But I guess before we decide what on earth we're doing, has there been any news? Well, there was a video that was released, if I recall correctly, for tomorrow, as in what's it called again? There's whatchamacallit? Tomorrow is the the Star Rail collab with UBW, well, with Fate UBW, right? The thing's tomorrow, and they released a PV for it, right? The 2-minute PV. We'll watch it. I mean, I don't remember how many pulls I have on HSR. I think I had like 30 or 40. Does anyone remember? Actually, I mean, I could just log on to HSR very quickly and check. I don't believe it was that many though. Where is it? Where is HSR? And there is HSR. Yeah, I don't believe it was that many. Let's see. Apart from that, oh, well, supposedly Okay, so there's rumors that you know, Ananta, you know, the game that was meant to, you know, the game that was announced before NTE, and then we kind of heard nothing about it, right, for like a long time. Supposedly it's gonna be at the TGS, the Tokyo Game Show, which is usually in, I think, November, October, or September. It's like one of those days, right? Supposedly. There's like rumors about it. Oh, no, never mind. We have like 50 pools. Okay, I mean, we can cope. I mean, we can definitely get this, right? Yeah, we can definitely get this tomorrow. Cool. Cool. I mean, it is tempting to try and get her right, but no. Okay, we're like kind of chilling there on HSL. Okay. Yeah, supposedly Atlanta is going to be in TGS, and with, I suppose, it's two betas with two CBTs. Whether that's true, I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be true, right? Because we kind of have not heard anything about an answer since last year or something, right? And even then it was just like a small video, right? It was like a 2-3 minute video with some scenes with a very like 5-second snippets of gameplay with no UI or anything, right? So it's very interesting. I mean, hopefully, because I am more like, I mean, I've said it before, right? To me, Ananta looks way more appealing in comparison to NT, right? Not that NT is a bad game or anything, right? NT seems fine, right? But you know, just visually and artistically, NT Ananta looks. I prefer, you know, Ananta's designs more in comparison to NTE. Ananta's designs more in comparison to NTE. I did say that, right? Yeah. But yeah, I think apart from that, there hasn't been anything else, right? Or no announcements today. The Wobo thing should be next week. HSR, well, you know, the Fate Code Up is tomorrow. Genshin is next week. Yeah, Genshin should be next week. ZZZ is also next week. Impact Third, well, you know, kind of like Impact Third is now. Yeah. I pray. Oh, god damn it! I freaking closed that tab. When does god damn it. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this patch, well, the current patch that we're on right now for Impact Third is meant to last until, oh wait, really? Until towards the end of August? Oh my god, like what the hell? Jesus Christ. I certainly do not like the long patches, because a 5-week, 6-week patch cycle is like okay-ish, fine, right? It's like a fine length. 8-9 week long patches are do feel kind of ass. I will say so. I will say. Oh, Lantern gets up. Oh, Lantern banner. Ooh, Lantern banner of the Lantern outfits. I mean, it's not the worst thing, right? It's not the worst thing to get. No. We have like nothing. We literally have nothing. Well, it's not that we don't have anything. It's more like, you know, there's a spending event straight after that, right? So, yeah, no, okay, no, we're good. We're good. Also, wait, hold up. So, Chapter 9 was released today, right? So that means we're on week 3. Yeah, we're on the 3rd week. 5 weeks ago. 5 long weeks ago. Okay, sure, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. To be honest, like, after I, like, stop thinking about it, time will just fly, because I don't know if it's just me, but, or maybe it's because I'm just older, but time just goes. Like, where the hell is the time? It's kind of like insane. Like, yeah, it's kind of just insane. There's like no, yeah, time just goes. Like, time does not exist. It just flows, which is I don't know if that's a good or bad good thing or not, but whatever. Okay. So let's see. Oh, wait, did I do the dailies already? Oh, apparently I did. Didn't even fucking notice. Wait, did I do this yesterday? No, I mean it would have reset, right? Because today's Thursday. Cleared. So no, it says cleared. So I should have done this yesterday. Question mark? I'm actually not sure. I'm assuming I did. Yes. Maybe we can get crystals. I mean, we always want to get crystals, not maybe. We do want crystals from here. And we ran out. Okay. Oh, no, there's nothing else. Okay. Well, it's not that we ran out, right? But, like, you know, we are low in energy. Although, I said we're low in energy. We're low in energy, right? But we kind of do have. They should be here, right? Wait, where are they? Wait, shouldn't they be here? The energy thingies? First, second, third, fourth. Wait, first, second, third, fourth. What the hell's fifth? Am I stupid? Oh, first, second, third, fourth. We're not on the 4th anniversary. I'm pretty sure we're on the 5th anniversary, right? Or maybe not. Wait. Hold up. Wait, why am I making a fuss about this? This doesn't matter. It first. Yeah, we're on the freaking 7th. Second, third. Okay, 5th is here. I have the 5th one. I don't have the first one or the second one. Oh, yeah, I do. I have the second one. I don't have the first one. No, they kind of gave some of them out during one of their most recent. I think the last year's one, I think, is when they gave them out, right? I think. God, I wish they rerun some of these. Yeah, I really wish they rerun some of these. God damn it. Metro Memorial. What the hell is this? God damn. That always annoys me when they don't, like... I mean, I get why they don't, right? Because, you know, they are for certain events. But, you know. But... okay. Fucking Saint Tone says that. Oh, whatever. You know, I'm not gonna bother. No, I'm not gonna do it. Nope. I am gonna get annoyed if I do it. If I start moaning about that stupid ass Saint Totus. Okay, let's see. What was I saying before this? All right, I was talking about the anniversary. No, no. What was this check is how many? Oh, 184. Exchange smaller one of crystal. Hell no, 25 for 6. No, 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 no. I mean, I guess maybe at the start of the game you would have maybe have wanted to convert stamina to crystals. I mean, crystals to stamina. Maybe. Maybe. Wait, hold up. Oh, no, no. God damn it! I keep forgetting what I want to do. What the hell is wrong with me? There was something here I wanted to check. But oh, okay, this is what I want to check. Oh, I only have 86. Ah, I thought I had a bit more. Wait, did I buy the outfits? Wait. Did I buy the outfits? Yes, I did buy the May outfits. Right. Okay, yeah, okay. I bought the May outfits. Okay, it's the thing is, since I put the May outfit, I should probably get the Bronya outfit right, and then get the the Kiana outfit right, because the trio, it's kind of stupid to not do it. How much is the Bronya outfit? 118. How do you get 100? $60 is for 15. 98. 128. Oh my god. What's that again? Well, 128 is wait, I'm stupid. 128. Wait, am I stupid or am I actually stupid or am I blind? Wait, 1 second, chat. Wait, I think I may be stupid. 980. Okay, never mind. Okay, about to say, what? 15! Oh. I mean, technically, it's not that bad, to be honest. It is not that bad. Okay. Before I do something stupid. Okay. Let's just watch the freaking HSR freaking PV. Yeah, let's watch the HSR PV and then we'll talk about chapter 9. Oh, if anything, we'll start chapter 9. Okay. Because I haven't seen this at all, right? A long-fated meeting. Sure. Wait, what? Shiro? Oh. Okay. Wait, what? Oh. Oh, they're just summoning. Okay. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, no, the Lancer fit's nice. The Lancer fit is really nice. Okay, just. The fuck is oh, Ventry node onto. Wait, why the fuck is a Ventry ulting? Ooh. Oh, Avenger getting one tap by. Ooh. Fate Star Rail. They fucking killed Lancer again. Okay, sure. Okay, sure. They actually fucking included the fucking joke about just Lancer getting killed. Because the Sparkle's gonna be in it by the looks of it. I mean, it makes sense if it's Penacony, right? Okay. Okay, okay, that. Was the fucking Trailblazer being Shiro? I was thinking, what? Like, what? I don't remember them, like, you know, showing Shiro. Okay. Yeah, like, it's kind of sad that Lance is not the playful character, right? But I do like it, right? Because this is similar to when Rin summons Archer, right, in UBW. Because if I recall correctly, when she summons him, he's literally just pops up on the couch, right? Yeah, I do like how they kind of recreate it. Like when freaking Shiro summons Saber in the garage. Was it the garage? I think it was the garage, right? Well, yeah, when like, yeah. It is nice. Yeah, but like the Lancer fit is actually really nice. The Lancer fits. It's so it's kind of it's maybe they do a second one in the future. I mean, they could do, right? Yeah. Adventuring gets the Holy Grail. I mean, maybe. I like how they keep referencing the chase on. That went. Do you think the Trailblazer's gonna use chase on? No, right? Okay. Fate Star Rail. Okay. Okay. Pretty good. Pretty nice. Oh my god, this is tomorrow. Oh my god, why is it tomorrow? Why did Chapter 9 have to release today? That's so annoying. That's actually kind of annoying. Like, Chapter 9 releasing today. And then freaking the Star of the Fate Color being tomorrow. Oh my god. I mean, tomorrow we'll pull Saber, right? We'll start with Star Rail, but we'll pull Saber. And, you know, Archer, right? Yeah, that's what we'll do tomorrow. And then probably, most likely, you know, continue Chapter 9 tomorrow. But, oh my god, why? You know, if I didn't already, let's say, agree to, you know, going, like, out during the weekends, right? Well, I think it's mostly on Saturday, right? I'm pretty sure I'm going to be free on Sunday, right? But if I didn't agree for the thing on Saturday, I would have, like... Is it bad that I'm like, should I just say that I kind of like, something came up and then, you know, just stream? Nah. I know I'm deranged, but nah. Even I need, like, let's say some social some socializing here sometimes, right? Okay, okay. Let's see. Okay.
時間オーバー。私が指揮を振る。
What time is it? 7:30. We're probably gonna start this at 8, aren't we? Because I'm gonna freaking talk about chapter 8 for like half an hour, right? I mean, I say half an hour, but it'll probably be more than half an hour, right? Okay. What the hell is Coralie? One sec. Oh. Okay. So let's see. What? Wait, what the fuck does it say new? Oh, Yunshin. I mean, okay, it's nice that they're doing this, right? That they're adding the past events to here, right? So that anyone can replay them, right? I think this is since the Vita release, right? In 7.7, right? Yeah. Because this was the Vita, this is the Sparkle release. Who's after Sparkle? I know before Vita was Teresa. So Vita, Sparkle. This was Kiana release. Oh, Durando, right? Yeah, Mini Durando. Mini Durando, Kiana, Sushan. Wait, was it? Wait, is it like that? Wait, hold up. Wait. Is it actually like that? Latest Sushan. I know it is actually. Yeah, no, it actually is like that. Yeah, because because Teresa's here, Lantern's here. Yeah, actually no. Huh. Wait, how many part 2 characters do we have so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 part 2 characters. Oh, well, I guess 2 of them did drop at the same time, right? Well, 3 of them. Right, since these 3 released at once. Okay. Okay, so charts. If Destiny concludes today, now that is an interesting title. That is a very interesting title for the next chapter. 41 days. The hell's in trial? Oh. Okay, sure. What was it again? Okay, sure, that's fine. So, what happened last time, chat? What happened to None May God Pray? Which one's this one? To None May God Pray. Wait a minute, what the fuck did I just... please don't tell me... No, to None May God... That... Wait, what? Wait, no, I thought that was not even the current chapter. Wait, why did that... I thought the current chapter was something else. Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so chapter 9. So, no, not chapter 9. Chapter 8. So, Chad, what happened in chapter 8? Well, you know. Okay, so, let me see. Can I remember how chapter 8 started? Because chapter 8 was after chapter 7EX, right? And 7EX was... You know, okay, 7EX was when we saw the... I guess the past between Senadina... Not Dreamseeker, but Layla. Senadina, Layla, Litost, and Narla, right? And that's what we learned in chapter 7EX. Why did that take me there? What's the story before? Okay, wait, hold up. Chapter 1 to 3. 5 to 7. If I click on this, does it take me to... Okay, no, it doesn't. Okay, okay, okay. I really should do these ones, right? I really should. I mean, you know what? I should. I really should. I should stop being a lazy ass. Okay, so... okay. Oh, well, okay. I don't really... Is it a lot? Actually, no. Oh, wait, holy shit, there's a lot of CGs. Because chapter 9... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chapter 9 only had 6 CGs. This has 11. Huh? Wait, why the fuck does chapter 9 have so many CGs? What the hell? Huh? Okay, chapter fucking 9 has 11 CGs. When was the last time we got that many CGs? This is 70x, which was 3. 8 was 6. 7 was... Where did 7 start from? 7 was this, right? Just this 3. 7 had 4. Because this was 6, right? When they were chastely tossed. Which I guess was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 too. And then this was chapter... Okay, this is chapter 6. And then this is chapter 5, right? Which also had 6. Wait, hold on. Why the fuck do we go from 6, 6, 4, 3, 6 to 11? Huh? Hold on, but these are like the animated ones, right? Okay, okay. I guess for these lack of CGs, it has like a lot in the album, right? Because this is oh, okay, this is 12. Yeah, it had 12 in the album. What this one has 7. No, 9. I mean, that's still a fair amount. What the hell? Okay. Oh, hello, Marie. How am I? I'm pretty good. How about you, Marie? How are you? Hope you're doing well, Marie. Okay. I'm just dying of heat. But then again, you're in Australia, right? So it should be hotter there. But, wait, is it hot in Australia? I'm assuming in general cases, like, on average, it should be, right? Temperature in Australia. But what? It's 17 degrees. Oh my god. I guess it's like 4 a.m. in the morning, right? Or like early in the morning, so I guess makes sense. Why it's like so much cooler than here where it's 30. How's stream going? Not bad, to be honest. I'm just if anything, I am for some reason unnecessarily stalling when I'm chapter 9. I'm not sure why. I mean, I shouldn't, right? Because from what I saw, chapter 9 is meant to be like 6 hours long or something like that, right? Like 5 hours and a half to 6 hours. 5 to 6 hours, right? Which, you know, for me, that translates to around 8 hours. Okay. So before we stop chapter 9, okay, so what happened in chapter 8? That's what I was doing. Okay, oh, why the hell did I get distracted? The hell is wrong with me? Okay. Okay, so where did chapter 9 start from? It was this, right? By the way, may I know the reason why you're not interested in the VTuber model? It looks cool on your stream, to be honest. the reason why I'm not interested in the VTuber model, I don't know. I mean, technically, I don't really have anything against VTubers, right, or anything like that. But I don't know. It's just that from like a lot of streams that I've seen which have VTuber models, right, they usually take up, if we talk about it in terms of, let's say, screen real estate, they usually take up around, let's say, what, like 20, not even 20%, right? It's usually around 15%, give or take, depending on like how big someone makes the VTuber model, right? And I don't know, I think they take like up a odd amount of, let's say, screen real estate, if that makes sense, right? In my opinion, right? In comparison to, let's say, someone not using a camera, or like just having, you know, no camera or no reachable model, right? Can I suggest some ideas for it if you don't have any? I mean, you can, right? But I'm not like looking to make or commission a reachable model. So, I mean, you can suggest ideas, but they're not really gonna, let's say, go anywhere. Okay, let me see. Okay, so let's see. Chapter 9, Chapter 8. Okay, so Chapter 7. Okay. We don't really have to talk about Chapter 7 yet, even though that was the chapter before Chapter 8, because 7EX was more to learn about, you know, the relationship between, you know, Layla, Senadina, Litosta, and Narla, right? By the way, about emails on panels, will not be much huh? What about emails and panels? They were not much expensive. Oh, they won't be much more expensive. I'd be surprised if emails and panels are more expensive than the virtual model. That would be insane if they were, because virtual models are literally what costs way more than emails or panels. I mean, like I said, like I'm not really looking to commission anything at the moment, Marie. Let's see. Yeah, 70X was more to talk about, you know, the relationship between Layla, Senadina, Narla, and Litos, right? I mean, if anything, it introduced us of how Senadina even came to, let's say, Mars, right? Because we learned that Senadina, Litos, and Narla aren't inhabitants of they aren't inhabitants of Mars. Although we kind of learned that in chapter 7, right? When we overheard the conversation between Litos and Serapium, right? So there's no chance for the commission, I mean, so just before that you will go for some. Yeah, I'm not looking to commission anything at this point in time, Marie. If whenever I like feel like commissioning something, if I remember, I will, I guess, contact you. Let me see. Is this because of funds? No. No, like if I really wanted to, I mean, I can like spend someone like commissioning, but I'm not looking to commission anything at this right now. Let me think. So let's see. I see. Wuhan. Oh my god, I'm like getting I'm losing track of where the hell I was. Um. So, oh my god, I literally lost my train of thoughts. But I'm currently in need. That's why I'm asking you. Well, I mean, I'm not sure what you want me to say about that, Marie. Yeah, I'm not sure what you want me to say about that. Let's see. What was I gonna? I was talking about how we overheard the conversation between Litos and Seraphim, right? Which is why we knew Litos, wasn't, originally from Mars. Okay, okay. Let's see. Yeah, so if I recall, they said that planet was kind of like went to hell. Oh well, it was kind of like destroyed, right? But we didn't learn any of the details as to why or what caused the planet. But we just learned that, that Narla, Senedina, and Litos were like. Oh, and I guess went looking for a new place to live, right? And then they found Mars, and then they helped cultivate Mars, right? Because they found Layla in Mars, right? And I guess what we learned was, the main things is, we learned, well, Narla, right? But also, I guess that Litos was, let's say, a god, well, not a guardian, right? But like a knight of Sinadine, right? And, we learned more about, Sinadine and Layla, right? And, oh god, when the hell is Narla gonna be released? Surely, I mean, I know we're gonna see Narla in chapter 9, right? That's kind of been the thing that you can't really, let's say, miss. But yeah, and we essentially learned that that Layla was kind of like, let's say, a cause of, well, it seems like Layla was, let's say, a cause of, let's say, the shadow, a calamity that happened in Mars. Although, I mean, it makes sense, right? Since Layla's authority is of shadows, right? And it is the shadow calamity, right? So it makes sense, right? Because if I recall, she felt betrayed by Litos, right? That's essentially what happened, right? And if you look at the thing, right, because this was something that belonged. You see what's in Layla's hand, right? That's something that belonged to Sinadina, right? That she gave to Layla, right? Before Sinadina disappeared, right? So, and if you recall back to chapter 1, when we were given the astral ring by Sinadina, well, by the goddess Sinadina, it's kind of like the same thing, right? So it's like, Okay, so yeah, because that's technically what's in 7X, right? 7X technically, it's important, obviously. 7X is like definitely important, but to the majority of what's, let's say, the main feature in chapter 8, not so much, right? Because the main feature of chapter 8 is, this, the Helia conundrum. Well, not the Helia conundrum. It's not a conundrum, right? But the Helia story. But if I recall, chapter 8 does not start with this. Yeah, chapter 8 does not start with this. Chapter 8 starts with Dreamseeker and Teresa. Because at the end of chapter 7, not 7EX, like there was two ending points. The ending point where, Helia's, started to confront also Helia. And the ending where Dreamseeker and Teresa, was it Teresa or was it Durandal? I think it was Durandal. Yeah, Durandal. No, it had to be Durandal. Yeah, where Dreamseeker and Durandal Like after they overheard Lysos and Seraphim talking, they kind of like found clues about Tenedina and then went through a portal that they were being led to, right? And then they came to God's sanctuary, you know, at the top of the town Rimu, and then they found, you know, the monuments to the goddess, right? But then someone approached behind us, and then it like cut off, right? Yeah, chapter 8 starts from there, and we learned that the one that, you know, that got behind us was our good old friend Song Shui, right? Because she's randomly up here. Yeah, she's randomly also in the top of at the top of the tower, and we learned that the cycle that we're on is the 33rd cycle, right? If I recall correctly. Because that was the cycle we originally came to at the start of, you know, this arc. Yeah, I think it was the 33rd cycle. But yeah, so we're here, and we learned that, you know, Songtree is here because she like got tasked by someone to find an object or to find a treasure, but she found it and then, you know, lost track of it. So, and you know, is looking for it, but you know, all of the shadow creatures are around, right? So, you know, she asks for help to try and find it, and we're like, okay, sure, right, why not? So, you know, we go around and help Senadina, and not Senadina, Songtree, right? We beat some monsters, and then we find a treasure chest, or we find a chest, let's say. And inside the chest, we open it and we see it's the astral ring. It's this astral ring, right? Inside the chest. And then we learn that she, I guess, was put up on a mission by someone to get this, right? And if you remember, I mean, this technically relates to what happens in the future, right? Where Baiji gets the astral ring and then gets Agita to make a fake Zodiac astral ring, right? So that they can try and, you know, put all of the shadows into the astral ring, right? But, you know, that eventually fails, right? But yeah, that's technically what happens, and we learn about that, and then we learn that, and then we just kind of like get out. And then we switch back to here, and you know, the end of chapter 7, where, you know, Helia starts to fight Alter Helia, and you know, yeah, I mean, Helia now has, let's say, the moxie and, you know, the gusto to, you know, fight Alter Helia, but that's not enough, because at this point in time, Helia is just Helia, right? Although she's, let's say, more determined now, and she's not going, like, let's say, down the destructive path that she was going before in chapter 7, when she was trying to avenge Coralie. She's nowhere near enough to fight against Alter Helia, right? Because Alter Helia has, let's say, they've gone through their own journey, right? And, you know, they're very much, let's say, out in front of Helia in comparison, right? So it's not really, let's say, a contest, right? That's why you can see, yeah, it looks like she kind of like one-sidedly beat Helia, right? And, you know, Alter Helia gets pissed at Helia, right? Because, you know, she's not taking, let's say, the same path as she is, right? In order to avenge Coralie. Because, you know, Alter Helia also lost her Coralie, right? So, let's say, as a way of punishment, she, I guess, seeks to torture, or let's say, yes, I guess she seeks to torture Helia in, let's say, her memories, right? In her mind. So, you know, I guess we, from the point of view of Helia, end up learning more about Alter Helia, right? Of what she went through, right? Of all the different experimentations she went through, right? That she underwent. So that she could, you know, become strong enough so that she was no longer her weak self, right? Because you know she regretted herself being weak when Coralie died, right? So we see all those memories, but at the same time, while this is happening, Autohelia also gets a glimpse into Coralie's memories, right? I mean, not Coralie's memories, Helia's memories. So she sees Helia's, you know, Helia's relationship with Coralie. I know it's kind of like a very cutesy, right, sequence, right, where Coralie and Helia basically not really can't see eye to eye, right, but they're a bit too awkward with each other to the point that they can't really, let's say, talk to each other directly, right? So while they're in the spaceship while heading to the moon, since they have like 7 days, I think, or they're like they have some, I think it's 7 days, right, that they're in the ship until they reach the moon. The way they start communicating with each other, it's via a book, and they basically just start leaving messages, basically start having conversation with using the book as an intermedium, right? Which is it's very cute. It's very cute, right? Because we kind of essentially see the start of their friendship, right? Because in case you forgot, the point in time for when this is happening is the same point in time for when the part 1 interlude chapter occurs, right? And that's when this happens, right? When Kiana, Bronya, and May like try to figure out like how are they gonna, let's say, teach Coralie and Helia, right? And so they make like simulations of it, right? It happens during that point of the story, right? So yeah, we essentially see like a very cute side of the friendship, right? And basically Autohelia doesn't understand it, right? She starts to get pissed, right? But while this is happening, because Helia sees the memories, Autohelia's memory, she also starts seeing things that, let's say, she starts noticing stuff that Autohelia missed, right? Or let's say that we don't know whether she deliberately, avoided, well, stuff that she avoided, right? Because if you remember back to when we saw when we saw the story of Autohelia, right? And also Coralie, about how Coralie was basically like a manufactured weapon, and then when they went into battle, and how we saw the 3, I guess, girls die in the battlefield, right? And then how Coralie essentially made it so that Helia lied to Helia so that that she could get her out of this battlefield, right? I know of how it ended with Helia thinking that she was doing the right thing for the mission, even though Coralie was basically guiding her out, which then ended it ended up with Coralie's death, right? And essentially Helia figured out that it's like she starts let's say pointing out the faults of Autohelia, right? Because even though let's say Autohelia died and Autohelia lived and Coralie died, she didn't bother to try and, let's say, appreciate of what Coralie did for her, right? Because she ends up looking at the book, because Coralie and Autohelia also did kind of like share a book, right? They kind of did like share a book, right? But she never saw the message that Coralie left for her, right, in the book. Nor did she see the message that Coralie left for her in the game console, which was in this chest, right? It's like she deliberately tried to avoid anything that was kind of like related to, let's say, Coralie's passing, right? So you could kind of see it like as how Autohelia wasn't appreciating what Coralie did, how Coralie did for her, right? Which is what is, which was technically what was the right thing, which was technically not the right thing. I mean, it was right, but it was also technically the only way that, you know, Helia could fight against Coralie, Alter Helia, right? Because, well, I guess the main difference is that although they're both Helias, they both, let's say, took different paths in that, while, let's say, in Chapter 7, Helia was technically moving down the same path as Alter Helia, right? In that destructive, like, path to try and avenge Coralie. She did end up realizing what Coralie actually meant and why she did it, right? So she could appreciate, let's say, Coralie's decisions and actions, right? Which is something Alter Helia couldn't really, because she was just basically struck in grief and hatred. And hatred in herself for, you know, missing the hints and not being able to save Coralie. Right? And the reason why she wins is because, you know, the battlesuit, the armor that Alter Helia uses. Well, it's a very special type of battlesuit that, for a wearer to use it, the wearer must be in a constant, let's say, state of mind, right? And if the user like ends or changes the state of mind, or no longer is in a constant state of mind, they lose the power, right? And that's basically why Coralie could, I mean, Helia could beat Alter Helia, right? Because she was able to see the cracks behind Alter Helia, right? Which then kind of like put them into an even ground, and she managed to beat Alter Helia, right? Because it kind of ended up becoming not, let's say, a physical fight. I mean, it kind of became like a mental fight in the end, right? But yeah, that's technically what happened, and essentially, Alter Helia kind of came into realization of her mistakes, because in the end, all she wanted was, let's say, to see Coralie once again, right? I mean, it's the same as what Helia wants, right? It's just that the methods are kind of like the Alter Helia, sorry, basically took it to the extreme, right? But as a result, Alter Helia finally got to pass on, right? But as a gift, Alter Helia left the battlesuits to Helia, right? Because even though technically Alter Helia is not, let's say, real in the sense of, let's say, as how Helia actually is, right? But because it's from the Sea of Data, she kind of came into existence because of it, right? Because of, let's say, Helia. So because they technically, let's say, had the same origin, she could inherit the battlesuit. So that's what happens with Helia, right? So she manages basically to overcome Alter Helia, right? Let's see. While this is happening, oh wait, no. Sorry. Okay, so that's what happens with Alter Helia and Alter Coralie, right? Technically, there's something that happens before we get to this section, right? And it happens after Song Chui's Song Chui, Doandra, and Dream Seeker, take the Asher Ring from the god's residence, right? Whatchamacallit? We see a conversation between Layla and Litos, right? And Litos basically comes to Layla as, she has summoned him, right? And basically says that that Xanadina's her jewel has gone missing, right? That some rats have come and stolen it, right? And basically commands Litos to go search for it, right? But we see that the relationship between Litos and Layla has kind of like, let's say, has kind of like gone sour, right? Because Litos wants Layla to, let's say, accept and move on after Senadina. We assume that she died, right? After Senadina passed on, after she went, you know, that's what we assume would happen, right? But Layla, you know, refuses, right? And it's basically waiting for Senadina, right? So that's kind of like the difference, right? And so she's basically tells Yuta to, you know, get it, right? And, you know, since this is God's jewel, we kind of hear like an announcement that Lita's gonna go hunt for it, right? So we Durand and Entropy kind of like skedaddle and go to the phone booth, you know, to get out of the simulation. And they get out of the simulation, right? But then Songshui kind of saw it, right? But she doesn't understand it, right? So she just would, some people like just disappeared, vanished, right? So she kind of just gets spooked and, you know, runs off. And then we see a conversation between Dreamseeker, Durando. No, it's a Dreamseeker, Entropy. No, Entropy is the same. What I'm saying, Dreamseeker, Teresa, Dr. Agita, and Vita, right? Well, they're like talking about how Helia like went in, but like no one can find Helia, and kind of like start wondering things, right? They start questioning some stuff, right? But oh my god, I really wish I. Okay, there's something I should do before I do this stuff. Before I do like a chapter recap, right? Because although I mean, you can see that I can more or less remember a lot of things that happened in the chapter, right? There's like very small details, like what we're currently talking about, which I can't remember for the sake of me, right? But it must be like a very important conversation. But essentially, the idea is that Dreamseeker, not Dreamseeker, but Dr. Ashita is obviously hiding stuff, right? But she also mentions that, you know, Vita's also hiding stuff, right? But it kind of ends up in a standstill, right? But they end up, you know, going back to the simulation to, you know, try and see what more they can do. And when Dreamseeker and Durando come back into the simulation, they see that everything's kind of going to shit, right? That the shadow monsters in Rimu, and they're attacking everywhere, right? But so what we can do is try and, you know, rescue people, right? Get rid of the shadow monsters. But this is where an interesting thing happens, right? Because originally we learned in chapter 70X, right, that Layla had the power of the Shadow Authority, right, to control shadows, right, and, you know, disperse them or absorb them, right? Now in chapter 8, while we're dealing with the shadows attacking, you know, everyone in Rimu, Dreamseeker kind of shows a similar aptitude to that, right? She's kind of displays powers which are similar to the Shadow Authority. So it's like bringing on the idea that she's either starting to develop similar to, let's say, Layla, right? Because we know that Dreamseeker is an offshoot of Layla, right? A creation of Layla. But we're starting to see more evidence of that to support it, right? Because she's starting to show powers which should be unique to, you know, the Authority of Shadows, right? And in the meantime, like, during this, she comes along and, you know, sees Chenshue, right? Because in this century's war, Chenshue didn't get killed by Litos, right? So she's still alive, right? And basically, she, I guess, gets some reassurance from Chenshue that it doesn't matter, like, even, let's say, if her powers are, let's say, seem weird, or like, let's say, if she's unsure of herself, she basically gets some reassurance that as long as what I believe that as long as what she believes is doing the right thing, that everything should be fine, essentially, if I recall correctly. Right, so it's basically like a some motivation for the Dreamseeker, right? And you know, we get announced like during this time we get an announcement from the source that, you know, if the thieves that took, you know, not Sanadino, Layla's, you know, Jewel, don't show up, but you know, we're at the arena, he's gonna, you know, start executing people, right? And so, you know, Dreamseeker and Layla, Dreamseeker and Durando, like, you know, head to the arena, you know, to stop Litos, you know, from essentially killing everyone. But before they start fighting, Healer shows up, right? And Healer shows up to confront Litos. And Dreamseeker believes, you know, that Healer is still, let's say, not insane, right? But she's still like driven by revenge against Litos for what he did to Coralie. But after talking a bit to Helia, Durando notices that the Helia now isn't the same Helia as before, right? He was blindly, you know, obsessed with taking revenge on Litos, right? That she's changed, right? That she's no longer the same, right? So she essentially agrees to leave Litos to Helia, right? And you know, Helia and Litos they fight each other, right? And Helia manages to overcome Litos, right? And she overcomes him by being able to don the Alter Helios's armor, right? And that's where it ends, right? With Litos, you know, losing to Helia and him, I guess, kind of like dying, right? And that's where it ends. But we also see a small after scene with what looks like it's Coralie's POV, but she is somewhere. And we don't know where that somewhere is, right? She's kind of like somewhere. Yeah, she kind of is like somewhere. We don't know where the hell she is. But she's like awoken in like another place. And yeah, that's kind of like where the last chapter ended. So now, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Yeah, feel free to ask any questions. I'll attempt to answer as much as I can, right? But if no one has any questions, give me like a minute and then we'll start chapter 9. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hopefully that was somewhat coherent chats. Yeah, okay. I really should, you know, make like, let's say, notes, or let's say somehow try and make it more neat to write, because I was kind of like jumping things, right? And then it'd be, you know, a better recap, if anything. I mean, to be honest, I could have done a very quick TLDR, which was they still got Joel, Helia beats or to Helia. Dreamseeker starts to show powers similar to Layla. Helia then fights Litas and beats him, and Coralie wakes up in an unknown place. That would be like the very much a quick and dirty TLD of what happened in the previous chapter. That's like the dirtiest TLDR, or like the quickest TLDR. Okay, but oh my god. Let me hold on. What the fuck is the temperature right now? It is not T-summer, it's not actually 29. It's 27, but it still feels like so hot. Okay, so let's try and see how much we get through today. No idea how far we'll get through, but we'll see. Also, what the fuck is this, by the way? I have a bad feeling about this. I mean, we don't even know what freaking Vita's like true aim is, do we? Alright, I hope it's really just a survey. Very satisfied, absolutely satisfied. Wait, why does every option say satisfied? You know what? Absolutely satisfied. Oh, of course you do. Wait, we get things? Huh? Wait, what? Wait, what? God, freaking Vita's VA is like so good, by the way. Set of language module, so that every sentence you hear can end the way you want it to. Wait, isn't this just how she hears things? Everyone to end the sentence with nya, or everyone to send, and you know nya. I'm begging you to send this feature of this is intense off to see if it works. Well, you know what? Let's see if it works. I mean, ain't no way. I mean, I know she's just fucking with us, right? Because that's what she loves to do. Wasn't yeah. Oh, we got like some asteroids and we can do the conversations. Oh, okay. Okay, wait, there's nothing in the Tower of Rimu, right? No, I mean, there shouldn't be. I mean, wait, yeah, there's like no way there's anything here. You kind of like completed everything. But, yeah, okay. Yeah, we son. Continue the main mission. Oh god. Oh, okay, it's gonna give us a story recap. Okay, I could have just done this instead of doing my own recap. I mean, I forget that this is a thing. Okay, wait, why is it like going on by itself? Discussing fragments of this revenge spirit's memories, Healy discovered the lost words and lost long missed possibilities. Elsewhere, atop the high tower, Jimsik and Bianca crossed paths with the Songshua, who had been hired by the Latin organization to steal the Astral Ring, panicked and fearing for her life. Later, in search for Healer, who was gone off without telling anyone, Jimsik and Bianca arrived to the 33rd Century's War. There, Jimsik discovered her ability, frightened by the unfamiliar force. Jimsik was quickly met and comforted, and the support of her companions and the presence gave her the world. Meanwhile, Healer prepared to settle things all with the toss. In the final match, she broke from the chains of the past with unwavering faith. She managed to beat the toss in an unknown pace. Coralie faintly woke up. Okay, like some of that went way too quick. Some of that went way too quick. What? Who the fuck? I see a time this river. Who the fuck is speaking? Who is that? It's not Durando, it's not Coralie, it's not Telia, it's not Vita. It's Sanadina. Was that Narla? I see a timeless river. All is void, all converge, all is but the replay of yesterday. I mean... When wine turns to poison, when the sight burns the soul. Whose silhouette was it that plunged into the sea of death without hesitation? I'm assuming this is Narla, right? I don't think it can be anyone else. Hmm? Wait, what? Wait, oh, this, I'm guessing this is after she got stabbed. It hurts? It hurts, sorry. What's wrong with me? Didn't I disconnect from the system? My legs can't move. Everyone? My head is spinning. Why did things turn out like this? Wait. I was perfectly fine before. Death in the system is starting to affect reality. Healer, they're still inside. I need to warn them. The communicator's over there. Need to notify everyone. My heart's racing. I don't want to. I mean, I didn't think we'd see Coralie's POV here. Well, not this POV, rather. Am I going to die?
長い間、私はなるべく死を考えないようにしていた。自分の誕生日会で悲しいことを語ると空気が悪くなるし、遊園地で帰る時間に気を取られると楽しめない。死を考えるのも同じだ。やるべきではない。
For what felt like a very long time, I've been someone who tried hard to avoid thinking about death, just like how you shouldn't talk about sad things at your birthday party, or wonder how long these happy moments would last at an amusement park.
ここまで死から逃れようと思い始めたのはいつ頃だろう。
But when exactly did I start avoiding the topic of death so much? Or wasn't it after her dog died? After Toto died, right?
昔の私は常に死と隣り合わせだったはずなのに。
Death wasn't exactly a stranger to me back then, was it?
でもこんなに寒くて雪も降ってるのよ。この子が凍死しちゃうわ。
Hmm?
置いていけないわよ。
Was she abandoned as a child? I'm assuming, right? But it's so cold and snowing. She'll freeze to death. We can't leave her here.
静かにしろ。施設の前には人
Oh, she
た
did.
くさんいるんだぞ。誰かに見られて家族全員が化け物の道連れになったらどうするつもりだ。今さら責任を取りたいならお前が一人で取れ。俺はごめんだ。
Oh, so she was abandoned by her parents. Keep your voice down. There are people in front of the orphanage. Do you want to draw attention and have our whole family tied to a freak for life? Fine, fine. You raise her yourself. I'm done with you. Oh.
私は
I.
泣くなよ。俺たちじゃどうしようもないんだ。恨むなら崩壊を恨んでくれ。生まれた時は普通だったのに、どんどんおかしくなっていって、恐ろしい尻尾や耳まで生えてくるとは。
Oh. I mean, Stop crying. There's really nothing we can do about it. If you want to blame something, blame this damned Honkai. You were perfectly fine when you were born. Who knew you'd grow stranger and stranger, even growing these frightening tail and ears? I mean, I guess, huh.
命に優劣はあるのだろうか。愛に条件は必要なのか。大人たちは認めず、ただ行動に移しただけだった。
I imagine that, Coralie's situation was, I guess, similar to, like, let's say, a lot of Valkyries, right? Where they lost, like, let's say, their family due to, let's say, a Honkai disaster. But no, she was actually just abandoned. Huh. Does life itself have a hierarchy, and is love conditional? I don't want to admit it, but they practice it nonetheless.
生き残れるようにするためだ。それをつかめるかどうかはお前次第だぞ。いいな。
Leaving you here is giving you a chance to live. Whether you'll survive or not depends on your lot. You understand?
赤ん坊は目を大きく見開きながら徐々に泣き止んでいった。おかしなことに、その子はまるで相手の理不尽な慰めの真意に気づいたかのように、心の奥底で真剣に考え始めた。
The baby's eyes were wide open, yet her crying gradually subsided. How strange. It was as if she understood the other's senseless self-consolation and began to ponder
こん
it.
な奴と一緒に愚弄されて八つ当たりを受ける人生を過ごすくらいなら、この雪夜の中で雪のように静かに散った方がマシかもしれない。
Rather than living a life of mockery and being their punching bag, I'd rather be a silent snowflake, freezing in the snowy night without anyone knowing.
こんな世界に来たこともなかったし、来るべきでもなかったから。そうでしょ。
As if she had never existed in this world and shouldn't have in the first place, right?
この子
Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong with her parents? The hell is wrong with them? Holy crap.
誰か来るわ。早く離れましょう。
Why is this child smiling? Freak! Such a freak! Hey, quick, let's go. Someone's coming. I mean, she just has a tail and some ears. They're endearing in anything, right? The hell is wrong with the parents? I mean, I guess one of, let's say, more realistic, let's say, situations is, let's say, parents who can't handle, let's say, having their child have, let's say, any any disabilities, right? Any form of like disabilities. Because I do know that, let's say, there are like some cases where some parents put their child up to adoption with their child, let's say, has like any, let's say, any certain forms of special disabilities, right? Although it is harsh, it does happen, right? But if I recall, the paper that I saw said that it's not really that common, right? God, it must suck that your own parents reject you. But like, okay, but like if Coralie, let's say, was, as a baby was going out and, let's say, killing people, right? Then sure, right? But she just grew tail and ears. The hell is wrong with them?
ほら、あの子だよ。帽子の下をよく見て。
Look, that's her. Look carefully under that hat.
見えねえよ。そうだ、お前が驚かせばいい。その隙に俺が帽子を取ってやるから。
Oh, you can see it here. I can't see it clearly. Hey, here's the plan. You scare her and I'll use this chance to snatch her hat off. Hey! Oh, she was... I mean, I guess children are... I guess every child is different, right? No!
マジで頭の上に耳が生えてやがるぞ。怖え、化け物だ。
Those really are scary monster.
尻尾もついてるぞ。獣だ。
I mean, if you saw someone with tails and ears, would you really? I mean, you'd obviously have, let's say, a reaction to it the first time you see it, right? Because, it'd be the first time you experience it, right? But so what? Like, what? Like, what's a tail and an ear tails and ears gonna do? Like, what? She even has a tail and she even has a tail. Beast! Freak! Especially when it happens when you're a child, right? When you're more impressionate. No, stay away from me.
4歳の子供は怯えながら逃げ回った。だが逃げても周りのささやきは今逃げ道を塞いでいるいじめっ子たちと一緒に彼女を包み込んだ。
The 4-year-old child recoiled in terror, but no matter where she tried to flee, these surrounding whispers, like the naughty children, blocking her every way, encircled her layer by layer.
逃げようと体を動かせばその仕草が笑われる。戸惑い立ち止まれば皮肉が聞こえてくる。何をしても罪になる。鳴り響く笑い声は取れないシミのようであり、
Indelible? The hell's
取
that?
れない耳のようでもあった。
When she moved to escape, they mocked her movements. When she froze in place, they sneered at her stupidity. Everything she did was wrong. Their laughter was like an inedible stain, like the ears she couldn't remove. Oh, okay. You're not gonna get rabies, you fucks. A dog bite, a dog bite. Will I get rabies? I'm telling Auntie, I'll make her to throw away your trashy books and I'll make her keep you on a leash. Jesus Christ. Well, I guess... I mean, she was clearly discriminated, right? Yes, you become just like me. You become just like me.
だが残念なことに、彼女の渾身の叫びは反撃の罵しにはならなかった。それは一番自暴自棄に陥るやり方で、馬鹿げた世界に対する呪いであり、彼女が最後に残そうとする言葉でもあった。
Sadly, her desperate cry was not a declaration of defiance, but rather a despondent curse hurled at this absurd world. in the most self-destructive way a child could manage. Her final words meant for this world.
彼女は屋上まで逃げた。だが、やかましい笑い声につきまとわれる。自分が生まれたのは運命のいたずらなのかもしれない。
She fled to the
最
rooftop,
後までもてあそばれて、他人の娯楽道具と化して死ぬのだ。
but couldn't escape the raucous laughter. Perhaps her very existence was just a cruel joke of fate, tormenting her while she was amusing others. I mean, they didn't translate it right, but I'm pretty sure you can get what, like, she was
気
thinking.
づけば、片足は屋根の外にあった。彼女は初めて自分の足で世界を感じた気がした。あと一歩踏み出せば、無限の宇宙の中にある自分だけの瞬間を手に入れ
Jesus Christ, I did not think fucking...
る。
I did not-
わずかな一瞬でも
Jesus Christ, I did not think chapter 9 was going to start with fucking A, seeing Coralie's POV at the end of chapter 7, and B, seeing Coralie attempt suicide when she was younger. In those days, one foot of hers had moved outside the eaves. For the first time ever, the child thought the world was beneath her feet, as if by taking one little step, a moment in the immense space-time of the universe would belong to her, even if it was just for a single moment.
しかし、飛び降りれば上昇が止まるのだろうか。もちろん止まるわけがない。人より賢い彼女はとっくに分かっていた。だからこそ彼女の目には絶望の未来しか見えない。
But after she falls, will the laughter stop? Of course not. Her exceptional intelligence made her understand everything too early, and filled her with despair for every path ahead.
2階から飛び降りる前に一つだけ聞かせてくれないか。たくさんのメモが書き込まれているこの本は君の持ち物かい？
Who's this? Before you fall from the second floor, I'd like to ask you if this book filled with annotations is yours.
ない。そんなバカな本は嫌。意味ない。最低、最悪。
Yes, no, it's not. I would never read such a stupid book. It's worthless, absolutely terrible, completely bizarre.
そうかな。ならこの本の最低なところについて作者と直接語り合ってみないかい？
Is this isn't Einstein's voice, is it? No, it doesn't sound like it. Is it? Wait.
そうかな。ならこの本の最低なところについて 作者と直接語り合ってみないかい？
It's as monotone as Einstein's, but it's a bit too high-pitched? Or am I insane? Oh, in that case, do you have time to tell the author of this book just how terrible it is?
変なやつと思いながら、彼女は
Oh no, it is Einstein. Never mind.
眼前にいる青髪の人間を見つめた。その色はまるで雲一つない晴れ渡った空のようで。
What a weirdo. The child's eyes widened as she sized up the blue-haired stranger before her, whose colors reminded her of a clear, cloudless sky.
僕の名前はアインシュタイン。君の言うこの馬鹿げた物理学の書籍の作者だ。ぜひ君の意見を聞かせてほしいな。なぜなら僕には君が必要だから。
My name is Einstein, and I happen to be the author of this terrible physics book. I'd like to hear your suggestions because I need you.
昔はいつも無意識のうちに自分自身を俯瞰していた。自分を赤の他人だと思えば、傷ついた時の痛みも多少は軽くなるかもしれないからだ。
I used to subconsciously view myself through the lens of an outsider. After all, if you treat yourself like an unrelated stranger when you get hurt, it might not hurt as much.
でも今、その必要もなくなった。自分の空を見つけたからだ。 この青い空
I
の
guess
下
this is
に
when she got adopted, right?
私は私として存在できる。
But now I don't feel like I need that anymore because I found my own sky, and beneath this azure expanse, I can be myself. Come on, let's go outside. Our scooter's over there. So this is when she was growing up. And play soccer, eat ice cream. Hey, wait for me, wait for me.
帽子で耳を隠し、スクーターのハンドルをきつく握った私は、目の前の扉を開くことをためらった。私にとって、あの扉は、同世代の子たちとの間に立ちふさがっている壁であり、危険から守ってくれる砦でもある。
I guess she would have received, I mean, she would have had, let's say, some trauma, right? I pulled my woolen hat down to cover my ears and gripped the scooter's handlebars tightly, yet couldn't bring myself to push open the door before me. That door, which separated me from the playful chatter of kids my age, was also the fortress that made me feel safe.
スクーターで遊びたいのかい？うん。この高さなら僕でも行けるはずだ。付き合おうか？それともあの子たちと。
Mom's voice. Do you want to ride the scooter? This height works for me too. Can I join you, or would you rather be with them? Alright, I guess, alright, because I guess Einstein and Tesla, like, stopped growing, right?
開けないで。
Don't open the door.
わかった。ロケットの模型を作ろうか。テスラ博士が買ってきたもので、電気を通せば音や光が出るし、派手に改造されていて。要するに、僕が買ったやつよりも高級らしい。君も確かめてみないかい？
Alright, how about we build a rocket model together? Dr. Tesla just sent it to me. She said it comes with lights, sounds, and electronics. And she added some fancy. Anyway, she claims it's more high-end than the one I bought. Do you want to be the judge of that?
嫌だ。私じゃ説明書通りに組み立てられないし、全然違う。全然違うの。
No way. I can't build it like the picture and the instructions. They're different. Completely different.
確かに違うね。でもコラリ、
Hmm.
どうして同じである必要があるのかな？
They're different, but Coralie, why must they be the same?
だってそのための説明書じゃない。パッケージにもそう書いてあ
Yeah,
る。
she did. Yeah, she does have, let's say, well, she did have, let's say, some trauma. Because that's what the instructions say. That's what's shown on the packaging.
確かに、説明書通りに組み立てることは最適な手段だ。他社が決めたデザインを忠実に再現できるからね。
Assembling the model by following the instructions manual is indeed the safest way to reproduce someone else's design.
でも、君が自分で判断して作り出す模型は、君だけのものなんだ。特別で、かけがえのない存在だよ。
But when you build a model based on your own ideas, it becomes your creation, something special and unique. I mean, I guess, right, because, yeah, this point in time, she's still young, right? I mean, probably, like, assuming at this point in time, she's probably still, like, what, barely in her teens, if anything, right?
コラリー、君は賢い。僕の言いたいことを分かっているとは思うけど、今の君は、いや、たとえ未来の君がこの言葉を認めてくれなくても構わないんだ。
I mean, she has a good moment, isn't she?
君に幸せになってほしいと思っている。
You're clever, Coralie, and I know you understand what I'm trying to say. But it's alright if you don't agree with this now, or even in the future. I just want you to be happy.
今夜、研究所のパッキン。
I mean, she seems like quite a cute child.
でもいいよ。断る機会が多すぎて、いつの日か彼女の善意と優しさを失ってしまうのではないかと恐れるようになっていた。
Love gathering tonight, I can go with you. I worried that my constant refusals would one day push her kindness and goodwill away from me.
私は温かい家で暮らし、 毎朝心地よい日差しに起こされていたが、心のどこかでずっと不安を抱えていた。いずれ突然誰かが目の前に現れて、この幸せを手にする資格などお前にはないのだと言われるのが怖かった。
I wonder, I mean, I know you can't really, let's say, use this, let's say, as a direct comparison, right? Obviously, because, you know, Coralie, you know, this is a fictional story, right? And in this story, you know, Coralie has ears and tails in comparison to all of the other children who, you know, don't seem to have, let's say, any other features, right? But I wonder if, let's say, orphan kids who spent, like, at least some time, or rather who's lived an amount of time in orphanages, I wonder if they ever, let's say, feel like they don't deserve, like after they get adopted, I wonder if they sometimes feel like they don't feel like they didn't get deserved to be adopted in comparison to, let's say, other children who are still in the orphanage. So I guess if you had to compare it to something, let's say, like, I mean, it's not the same, right? But it'd be akin to something like Survivor's Guild, right? I wonder if some orphans or adopted kids feel that.
美しすぎるこの夢から目覚めたくなかった。
I don't want to leave this dream that's too good for me.
大丈夫だよ。君が嫌がることをさせたりはしない。ここにいる君には嫌なことを断る権利があるんだ。たとえその相手が僕でもね。
It's alright. I won't make you do anything you don't want to. Here you have a right to say no to anything you dislike, even to me.
変わり者の自分を受け入れる。それは口にするだけなら一番たやすいと思う。でも本当に実行するには十分な勇気と自信、そして愛が必要になる。
Accepting your difference is one of the easiest principles to say, but to truly achieve it requires enough courage, confidence, and most importantly, love.
その日のパーティーにはたくさんの大人たちが参加していた。私の知っている人と知らない人たちが私が作った模型を発明品と言って褒めてくれた。母はきっといつものように後ろで微笑みながら私を見ていた。
At the gathering, there were many adults. Some I'd seen before, and some I hadn't. They praised the models I assembled and the inventions I made. I knew Mum was behind me, smiling as she watched. She was always like that.
私は帽子を脱いだ。その特別な耳は
Oh.
明かりの下にさらけ出されてゆっくりと揺れた。
I took off my woolen hat, revealing my unique ears that swayed under the lights.
娘のコラリーだ。君たちと違って天才なんだよ。僕の娘だからね。
This is my daughter Coralie. She's different from you all because she's a genius. After all, she takes after me.
赤髪の博士が母に対してジョークのように怒る。
Tesla.
みんなの褒め言葉と母のかすかな笑い声が聞こえた。彼女の手が太陽の光のように私の頭を撫でる。
I heard the redhead doctor's playful scolding of Mum, everyone's praise and Mum's soft, gentle laughter. Her hand brushed over my head, just like sunlight.
一枚の扉が目の前でそっと開かれて暖かい光が差し込んできた。そして私は部屋から出て日差しの一部になりたいと考えた。そうすれば彼女たちを永遠に照らすことができる。
A door gently opened before my eyes, letting in the warm light. Then I stepped out of the room, trying to become a part of the sunlight. This way, I could shine upon them forever.
日々が過ぎていく。私の体は崩壊エネルギーの後遺症で成長しなくなった。共に語り合える同世代の人間も少なかった。
Oh, so that's why I guess she also kind of, say, stopped growing. Days passed by routinely. My body stopped changing due to the lingering effects of Honkai energy. and I've hardly met anyone my age who shared my interests. Actually, hold up. Now that this is mentioned, I wonder if, let's say, Rosalie and Delia would have grown, considering they also kind of underwent an experimentation, right? And, received, let's say, Honkai parts. Huh.
でもそんなことはどうでもよかったのかもしれない。友情は馴染みがなくて古臭い言葉だ。同世代の子たちが抱え込む悩みも幼稚でつまらないと感じてしまう。
But those two things might not matter to me at all. The word friendship sounded strange and cliche, and the growing pains of my peers were childish and boring in my imagination.
私は怠惰な小動物のように、日差しのぬくもりが残る場所に、ゲーム機やクッキーで快適な我が家を作り出した。誰にも邪魔されない、自分だけの世界で静かに楽しんでいた。
Like a lazy little animal, I built my cozy den with game consoles and wafers on sun-warmed ground, quietly entertaining myself in my little world where no one could bother me.
一人の負けず嫌いで前向きなバカが、私が一番苦手とする元気を抱えて、容赦なく私の扉をこじ開けるまでは。
And then this stubborn and overly enthusiastic idiot, who exuded an energy I'm most allergic to, crashed right through my door. Oh, I just realized what this is referencing. Oh, I'm so stupid. How did I really notice it? This is referencing when Coralie and Helio are reconciled, right? And it's referencing when Helio continuously lost to the robot, right? While they were in the academy. Yeah, because this is like Helio's crossbow, right? And this is the yeah, exactly. Why am I the only one who can't do it?
彼女は確かに私とは違う。私は絶対に変えられないと宣言することで世界に抗ったけど、彼女は他人の定めたルールの中で意地を張り、努力で肯定を求めていた。
She is indeed different from me. While I rebelliously declare to the world that it will never change me, she stubbornly seeks validation within the rules set by others. I may rank low in Honkai adaptability, but I still bested you, didn't I?
なのに彼女は確かに私と同じだった。たとえ定められた運命があったとしても、私たちは決して負けを認めたりはしない。そう、世界に告げようとしている。
But she is indeed similar to me. We're both trying to tell the world that even if some things are destined, we will never submit to them.
私たちは互いに補い合う存在なんだろう。私は自分で作った世界で楽しんでいたけれど、彼女は美しいとは言えない世界で、己の力を使い、道を切り開こうとしていた。
I think we complement each other. Oh, of course you do. While I live contentedly in the little world I've created myself, she insists on carving a new path with her own hands in a less than ideal world.
でも人間は絶対に叶わない夢を抱かない。もがく彼女の悔しさ、劣等感や傲慢な心でさえもバカで可愛いように見える。
However, humans can never have dreams that are impossible to realize. Her struggles and discontent and her insecurity and pride are what make that idiot endearing in my
彼
eyes.
女ならきっと自分だけの奇跡を見せてくれると信じていた。自分もいつかその日を見届けられると信じていたように。
I believe she'll create her own miracle, just as I believe I'm destined to witness that day with my own eyes.
だが、
But,
もう叶わない。
oh, back to reality. I've run out of chances.
命はこんなにも脆くて儚い。 死はいかなる人生をも何もなかったことにして終わらせる。それは
Life. Oh. Oh. Life is so insignificant, fragile, and transient. Death can cut our lives short before we accomplish anything, so
私たちは命の終着点で果てしない後悔と悲しみ以外の何を残せるのだろう。
besides endless regret and sorrow, what can we leave behind after our lives come to an end? That's the ring that I guess Dreamseeker gave her, right? Oh, is this wait? Is this gonna show when because I didn't say it right, but you know when I talked about how Helia was looking at, you know, Alter Helia's memory, right? There was a small segment where just before, let's say, Helia was about to give up, right? She kind of got, let's say, like encouragement from Coralie, right? It was like, and when that happens, the astral ring that she has, right? Because Senadina and Coralie all have an astral ring, right? And when that was happening, Helia's astral ring was shining, and we saw like a projection of Coralie happen. I wonder if this is this? Huh?
ヘリア、
Oh, it is.
どうしたの？
Oh my god, it actually is. Helia, are you okay? Oh my god, it actually is. Fading consciousness. Oh, what the fuck is this space though? We can't even look up or down. Wait, we can? Kinda? Okay. Comfort Helia. Yeah, it was a scene.
バカ、泣かないで。
Well, don't cry, you idiot.
たく、心配ばっかりかける優等生バカだね。
You really are a worry, you straight A idiots.
私こそがこの世で一番安心できない頼りないパートナーだっていつも文句を言ってたのに。
Aren't you always complaining that I'm the most troublesome and unpredictable part in the world?
これからはどうするの？優等生バカ。
What are you gonna do now, you straight A idiot?
ヘリア、
Yeah, that's
会い
right.
たかったよ。
Helia, I really want to stay by your side,
でも
but
別れをつける時間
oh,
すら与えてもらえないなんて。
we didn't even get a chance to say goodbye.
コラリー、
Coralie,
コラリー、
Coralie! It turned all promises into curses. It ended all goods abruptly. Life was but an endless flow of time, and humans were merely lonely passengers. Yet time was also negligible, I think. Is what it said. Of course it doesn't to me. Okay, where the fuck did she wake up though? Now that's the real question. Where the fuck are we? Is that a fucking dragon egg? It looks like an egg. Oh shit! Oh shit! Okay, wait the fuck you cannot. It's statue of her. Oh my god! Now that you actually look at it, they are wings. These are wings. Where is this place? That's a good question.
あれ、私
I mean, you can fucking see her
死んだ
bust.
はずじゃ。
Strange. Aren't I dead? Jesus Christ. I mean, we definitely know who the fuck we're gonna see here. But in the first place, what the hell is this? They're worshipping.
何これ。魂が抜けたの。死に際で意識がはっきりするやつ。それとも走馬灯。
What's this? An out of body experience? Terminal lucidity? My life flashing before my eyes?
大丈夫。耳はまだついてる。耳は消えた方がいいかも。
Good, my ears are still here. Wait, would it be better if they weren't?
何この状況。百戦錬磨の大魔王コラリー様にも全くわからないよ。
Even the battle-hardened Dark Lord Coralie was completely baffled by the situation.
このかっこいい遺跡もハイペリオン11号の隠しエリアには見えないし。ってことは死ぬ前の幻覚か。
Afterlife.
死後の世界。まったく。どっちにしても最悪な状況だけどね。
Even these fancy ruins don't look anything like a hidden area on Hyperion 11. So either I'm hallucinating before death, or afterlife really exists. Ah, God, I can't decide which scenario is worse.
認めたくないけど、コラリー様は賢いからはっきりわかるよ。ここは現実世界じゃないし、私も実体じゃない。これまでの経験から考えると、いい兆候とは言えないかな。
Though I hate to admit it, I'm too perceptive to not notice that this place isn't the real world, and I'm not a physical being. Based on historical precedents, this doesn't bode well at all.
まあ何はともあれ、考えたり話したり、動いたりはできるんだから、まだチャンスがあるはずだ。なら急がなきゃ。万が一、バカヘリアに仮装されでもしたら、
I mean,
じゃ済まないよ。
that is the last thing she's gonna do, girl. Like, she's gonna try everything she can before that. Anyway, as long as I can still think, speak, and move, there must be a way to get out of this. But I need to hurry. It'd be comedy gold if that idiot Helia decided to give me a fancy burial.
早くここから出ないと。
I need to get out of here quickly. It's about to hatch? Have we taken 5,000 steps? Was it 5,000 or 4,000? No, I think it was technically 5,000, but 4,000 if you had a Pokemon with heat armor, right?
あれ、さっき動いた。
Wait, was it? No, it's either 5 or 4. Did that thing just move? Yeah, it's moving. What the hell is this thing?
ほっとこ。
Whatever.
ただの目立たない石なんてつまらない。気にしない方がいいよね。
It's just a non-remarkable stone. Meh. I'd better leave it alone.
捕まえたよ。この悪い卵め。
Caught you red-handed, you rotten egg.
勇者コラリーよ。まだ孵化していないこの竜の卵を持って政権に誓いを立て魔王を討伐せよ。
Oh, brave Coralie, take this unhatched dragon egg and swear by this holy sword to strike down the Dark Lord from his steeds.
嘘でしょ。今さらリメイク作品でもこんな古い設定は使わないよ。それに私には大魔王の方が似合う。
No, wait. Even remakes don't use a setting so outdated these days. Besides, I'm more suited to being the Dark
この
Lord.
卵は結構目立つし、せめてキーアイテムだったらいいのに。よーし、悪い卵の正体を暴こう。たとえ二度目の死を迎えても。
This little egg stands out too much. So it must be a key item. So, now I shall expose the villain's true nature, even if I die again.
いいことをしたんだから、きっと天国に行けるはずだ。
It's for good cause I'm destined for beautiful heaven. I don't have a bad feeling about this deck, and I don't have an option. Well, time to press out. Final notes? Wait, what the fuck just happened? Like 7
地獄行きが決定しちゃっ
got
た。
booted to hell. What the
この不吉な卵。
what the hell? Her slightly transparent body wasn't enough to fight the turbulent winds, and to add insult to injury, she was knocked stumbling by that strange egg. She could barely keep her eyes open in the gale. She was using all her strength to push away the egg, while trying hard to hold onto anything nearby to anchor herself. Finally, the solid sensation in her arms allowed her to find peace at this critical moment.
あれ、
Wait, how big was the egg? Hold up, that it managed to push her away. Wait, hold up, what? The egg did not look that big. She finally realized that the lifeline she was clinging onto was none other than the egg that had been pestering her all along. No! The moment she lowered her head and came face to face with it, she had a feeling that this bad egg flashed a mischievous grin at her.
これ本当にやばいかも。
Ah. Now, I'm really screwed. Like a fallen leaf, she was swept away by the gale along with the egg she was holding tightly in her arms. Blind! Ouch. The wind died down. Oh my god, this is so fucking bright, especially with my lights off. The first sound after the silence was her smashing the ground. Okay, how's that a roar? After the second sound was a strange egg landing squarely on her head.
場所を選ぶのが上手だね。
Oh my god, this is so bright.
卵は
You sure know how to pick a spot, you rascal.
よいしょ。
Okay, there we go.
幸い怪我はないみたい。
I don't think I'm hurt. Lucky me. Pop? Huh? Wait, what? I'm pretty sure that was more of a crack than a pop, but sure.
それで今は
So,
どこにいるのかな。
where am I now? That's not a pop, that's a crack. Wait, hold up. Huh?
今度は何。
It's hatching. What the oh my god, are we gonna get a Dragonites? Wait, no, we Dratini, right? Hmm? What does it look like? Not a Dragonite. Kingdra, no. Hydrogen, no. Not like a Salamence either. Dialga? No. What the fuck does this look like? Four?
悪い卵。
Bad guy. Idiot. Wait, what?
嘘。本当に竜なの。あ、ちょっと適当に言っただけなのに。現実になるなんて
Hey, what the what? Okay. Wait, did it hatch because she said it was a dragon or was it an actual dragon? Wait, hold up. Seriously, an actual dragon? Hey. I was just saying that as a figure of speech. Oh, great, now it's coming true to the letter.
その通り。私は竜だ。君は人間か？
A strange baby dragon. Well, I am a dragon, but are you human? Oh my god, why did I freaking... Okay, what is wrong with me? Okay, I know it's, read it as strange baby dragon, but in my head, I freaking read it as strange bad dragon. The fuck is wrong with me?
うわ、なんか
Don't search that. Don't search that. Well, that's hostile.
君の名前はバカヘリアか？殻の中にいた時にその名前はずっと聞いていたからしっかり覚えたぞ。
Your name is Irid Helia, right? I heard you muttering that name when I was in the egg, and I remembered it well. I mean...
バカヘリア。よろしく。
hello there, Irid Helia.
残念、不正解だ。ヘリアはバカの名前。そして私は天才。天才コラリーだよ。大魔王コラリー様って呼んでくれてもいい。
Congratulations, you got it totally wrong. Helia is the name of an idiot, while I am a genius. The genius Coralie. You may address me as Lady Coralie, the Dark Lord.
バカヘリアはあんまり口にしちゃダメ。バカが映るからね。わかった？はい、あなたの番だよ。名前は？
Is she saying this so that only she's allowed to call her idiot Helia, right? That's what she actually means, right? You can't call her idiot Helia. Say it too much and you'll catch her stupidity. Got it? It's your turn. What's your name?
名前？殻の中にいた時は君に悪い卵と呼ばれていたが。
Is that a breastplate?
私の名前か？
What's my name? When I was in my show, I heard you call me Big Rotten Egg. Is that my name? I don't...
それは聞き間違いだね。コラリー様は礼儀正しいから。理由もなくバカとか悪い卵と呼んだり
yeah, very much a lady. You must have heard it wrong. Lady Coralie is too polite to call others idiots or rotten egg without a reason.
そう名前思い出せない。やめた。思い出せないということは重要じゃないんだろう。
Name. Can't remember. Oh well. If I can't remember, it mustn't have been important.
意外と達観してるね。気に入った。あなたとは気が合う仲間になれそうだよ。
You're surprisingly open-minded. That's good. I have a feeling we'll become congenial friends.
仲間。コラリーは仲間。仲間好き。さっきも私を受け止めてくれたし。
Friend. Coralie is my friend. Friend! I like that. And Coralie even caught me just
お
now.
っと、忘れるところだった。あなたに触っただけで吹き飛ばされたり、頭をぶったり、ひどい目にあったからね。ご両親と損害賠償の話をしなくちゃ。竜なんだから、無限のお宝を持ってるはずだよ。
I almost forgot about that. First you blew me away when I touched you. Then you landed hard on my head. I should have a word with your parents about compensation. Since you're a dragon, I'm sure you're sitting on endless treasure. Hey. Don't be stereotypical of dragons. Even though they... In most cases, they always hold treasure, right?
両親？知らない。ここにいるのは私だけ。
Everyone left.
みんないなくなって、私だけが残ったんだ。
Parents?
私だけだよ。
Don't know, never met them. It's just me here. Everyone left. I'm the only one still here. Yep, just me alone. Everyone left. Huh.
しまった。地雷を踏んだみたい。この子も親に捨てられたの。
Shoot. I shouldn't have said that. Was it also abandoned by its parents? Facing the world with a sardonic attitude was her life principle. Self-deprecating humor was her way of coming to terms with her past, but her careless jokes sometimes hurt others against her wishes.
私、
She had never been good at dealing with situations that required emotional openness. Worse still, that exemplary student was not by her side at this moment.
私、あなたの身に起きたことを知らなかったんだ。皮肉を言うつもりもなかったの。私も似たようなことを経験したから。
I had no idea you went through something like that. I'm not trying to mock you, because I went through something similar. In the shining eyes of the creature before her, she could view an infant who had been frozen purple on a snowy night. Only when facing someone whose circumstances were similar to her own would she show an uncharacteristic inadequacy.
ごめんなさい。
Sorry.
今ならわかるよ。良くない言葉が人を傷つけるってこと。もしまだみんなに会えるチャンスがあったらちゃんと謝りたいんだ。
I've been reflecting deeply on how inappropriate words can hurt others. If I ever get the chance to see everyone again, I'll make sure to apologize to them properly. I'm pretty sure the dragon didn't. I mean, I guess, right? I mean, who knows how long the dragon's been there, right? Because it seems to have like had self-awareness, right? Well, even while I was in the egg.
ただこれだけ言わせて、あなたは何も悪くない。たとえ彼らに捨てられたとしても、
Although it is nice that she's saying this.
あなたは幸せになってもいいんだ。それは彼らが決めることじゃない。自分の姿が決めることじゃないから。
I just want to tell you that this isn't your fault. Even if they abandoned you, you don't need to be bothered by it all. You deserve a better life, and how you live has nothing to do with them, or what you look like.
私は小さい頃に恐ろしい耳と尻尾が生えてるから、二人に捨てられて当然だって教えられたんだ。みんな私に近寄ってほしくなかったの。
When I was little, someone told me that because of my scary ears and tails, it was only natural for those two to abandon me, and everyone told me to stay away from them. What, from her parents or Oh, okay, no, everyone told me to stay away from them. Okay, it's like the other children, right? Yeah. Exactly what I was saying. Pretty sure freaking Teresa has something to say about that, but okay. But I think your ears and tails are cute. I love your ears and tail. I don't mind how close you get to me, Coralie. You're the cutest human I've ever seen.
ほほう。大魔王に可愛いという言葉は合わないよ。今まで見た人間って私だけでしょ。
How dare you call the Dark Lord cute? Besides, aren't I the only human you've ever met anyway?
たくさん見てきた。正確には32人だな。殻の中ではっきり見たから間違いない。
No, I've met many. 32 to be exact. I saw them clearly from inside my egg. I didn't miscount. Oh! So, because we went to the 33rd Century's War, right? That's when Coralie was killed. So that means there had been 32 before her, right? So, were the winners of the 10 Shoes War then killed by Litost, right? Because Litost used, like, let's say, a special weapon to kill Coralie, right? Because it was specifically said by Agita that Litost used a special power when he killed Coralie, right? And I'm assuming that special power then sent whoever it hit to this place then, right? I mean, that's what I'm getting. 32 people, where are they now?
それはわからないんだ、コラリー。みんな私の元から去ってしまった。
I don't know, Coralie, because they've all left me.
去るって両親じゃなかったの？
Huh? The ones who left you, weren't they your parents?
両親。ああ、人間がよく言うお父さんお母さんのことだな。
Dragons are just dragons.
竜にはお父さんもお母さんもない。竜は
Huh?
竜だから。
What? Parents are... You mean the mother and father that humans often talk about, but dragons don't have mothers or fathers. Dragons are just... What? I'm pretty sure dragons are not asexual, right? Or self-reproducing. Or rather self-replicating. Well, technically dragons aren't real, right? But I mean, technically, I guess, if you can make... No? Huh. What? And I she regrets it. Okay. I can't take this anymore. Okay. I can't take this anymore.
どうして？
Why?
ない。
Oh, I will spit my water. Just because.
コラリーは君の両親はどこにいる？
Do you have parents? Where are they, Coralie?
一人だけいるよ。母と呼べる人が。アインシュタインのやつなら多分、今頃、私の体の隣で対策を考えているんじゃないかな。
I have one.
ゲームのせいだろうなって言ってるのが聞こえた気がするよ。
She's the only one I can call my mother. Though that Iron is probably by my body right now trying to figure out a solution. Maybe throwing a few jabs about how video games are bad for you.
だから、
I mean, you say that while playing video, but yeah.
依存症を治される前に、この場所から離れなきゃ。教えて。
By pulling the plug,
どうし
okay.
たら元の体に戻れるの？
So before she forces me to quit gaming cold turkey by pulling the plug, I need to get out of here fast. Tell me, how do I return to my own body?
でもコラリー、君はもう死んでいるよ。
But Coralie, do you know that you're already dead? What the fuck is this place? Wait, what? You
ご
already...
親切にどうも。あなたたち竜にはデリカシーってものがないの。
Gee, thanks for reminding me. Are all you dragons this brutally honest?
殻の中にいた時はよく見えなかったけど、勘でわかる。コラリーは意識が消える寸前に温かい力に包まれてここに運ばれてきたんだ。
Although I couldn't see it clearly from inside the egg, I could feel that your consciousness was protected by a warm power right before it dissipated, and was sent here.
この試練の地は時間が止まっているから、君はかろうじて意識を保つことができる。ここを離れたら一瞬で消えるよ。本当は今も少しずつ薄くなっているんだ。
Since time is completely frozen in this trial ground, what? Your consciousness can barely hold on. If you leave this place, you will dissipate in an instant. Ah, actually, you're starting to slowly becoming transparent right
で
now.
も大丈夫。人間の寿命は短いし、いつもあっという間に消える。みんな一緒だ。
Okay, don't worry, human life is fleeting. It disappears in the blink of an eye. That's how it is for everyone. What?
私は本当に死んだの？
Am I really dead? When she stepped forward to take a sword for her companion, she had no time to think over it. Think it over. Think it over, not think over it. But when death's judgment truly fell upon her, ambivalent thoughts rushed in her like a tidal wave, leaving her mind completely blank.
泣くのか、コラリー。
Are you going to cry, Coralie?
泣かないよ。泣き虫のバカ優等生じゃあるまいし。どうせもう死んでるんだから。今更泣いても意味もないしね。
I mean, the question would be, why was she brought here?
カマが無意味だ。
No way. I'm not like that straight A dummy who only knows how to cry. I'm dead anyway, so crying is even more meaningless. Everything is meaningless. Just a moment ago, she was still planning how to return to her own side, but now all hopes and plans have been made meaningless by death. Did she just fall? Oh, what the hell?
気を失ったのか？
Okay, that's the first time they've done this. Coralie, have you fainted from shock?
いやこれは意識が完全になくなるのを待ってるの。もう死んでるんだし、あがく必要なんてないでしょ。死人に何ができるの？
No, I'm
なんて
just
セリフだっけ？
I'm just waiting for my consciousness to dissipate entirely.
よかったな。
I'm already dead anyway, so there's no point in struggling. What can anyone expect from a dead person? How do I put this? I can't do anything.
まあいいや。手遅れなことは目を閉じて考えないようにしよう。せめて安らかな死を迎えれば、彼女たちも少しは楽になるかもね。
Let's leave it at that. Close my eyes and forget about things that are too late for me. It wouldn't be nice to let them know I died with regrets.
倒れるな、コラリー。チャンスはまだある。
Hey, don't collapse. Coralie, you still have a chance. Hmm? Huh? What do you mean?
今君の目の前にあるのは不朽の試練場だ。竜の試練を乗り越えたらコラリーも前の32人みたいに契約を結び永遠の命を手に入れられる。
Hmm? What? Am I reading this right? Tada, before your eyes lies a ground of permanence. Permanence! If Coralie passes through the trials of the dragon, she can sign a pact like those 32 people and gain permanent life. Permanence? Is that what I'm thinking? Wait, no, wait. Let's keep going. Am I jumping ahead?
つまり試練を乗り越えると生き返れるどころか不死を手に入れることができるってこと？
So you're saying if I pass the trials, I won't just undie? Okay, but I'll never die again.
その通り。人間が大好きな不死だ。
That's right. It's immortality, what humans desire most.
さっきから思ってたんだけど、竜だったり試練場だったり、ゲームのしすぎで幻想を見てるんじゃないよね。
In online
逆
scam.
に不死って
I mean,
都合が良すぎない？もしかして私を狙ったネット詐欺とか？
I wanted to say this since the start. Dragon Trial Ground? Aren't these my delusions from playing too many games? And now immortality? Isn't this all too convenient? Don't tell me this is an online scam targeting me.
コラリーの言葉は難しくてわからない。でも不朽の試練場は生に対して執着を抱く者のみを引き寄せる。コラリー、君は生きていたいのか？
Permanence. Oh my god. Ah, it actually might be what I'm thinking. Permanence. I mean, I guess it would make sense. Right? Permanence, dragons. Danheng, Daofu, Bailu. Is it though? Or is it? No, I think this is deliberate, right? Coralie's words are difficult. I don't understand. However, the trial ground of permanence only attracts those with strong attachment to life. Coralie, do you want to live?
もちろん、生を求めるのは生き物にとって最も基本的な本能だし、死に近づけば近づくほど強くなるものだから。
Hey, don't be that racist to a dragon.
竜相手にこんなことを真面目に話してどうする？
Of course, the will to survive is the most basic instinct of all living beings, and is the most easily triggered in life or death situations. Ugh. Do I really need to discuss something so serious with a dragon?
なら、どんな試練が待ち受けていようと、どんな痛みに苦しめられようと、コラリーは生きていたいのか？
Then, whatever the hardships, whatever the pains, Coralie, do you still want to live?
何があっても私は生きたい。
Yeah, no matter what, I still want to live.
よかった。やっぱりコラリーは運命に選ばれた人間なんだな。安心して、コラリーがすべての試練を乗り越えて永遠の命を手に入れられるように私がしっかり導いてあげる。
Wonderful, I knew Coralie must be a human chosen by destiny. Don't worry, I promise to guide Coralie through all the trials and help her attain immortality. Huh.
正直、非科学的な話でうさんくさいけど、これが目の前にある唯一のチャンスだ。死ぬ覚悟でやるしかないって、もう死んでるか。とにかく、
Horse, huh?
魔王コラリーさんは絶対に負けないよ。
Honestly, this is unscientific. But no matter how suspicious it is, this is my only chance right now. Medically treating the dead horse as if it's alive. Sounds kind of dark in this context. Anyway, Dark Lord Coralie will never admit defeat.
試練の内容って、まさかここでも騎士選抜をやるの？まあいいか。
Oh my god, it's so freaking hot.
私のハンマーで勝ってみせる。
Well, what are the trials about? Don't tell me you also pit people against each other to select knights here. Well, my hammer could use some exercise.
思い出せない。
Hmm?
おかしいな。何か
Never
覚えているはずなの
participated.
に。一度もチャレンジしたことないけど。
What it's about? I don't remember. Strange. I feel I should remember something, but I've never participated once.
ちょっと、ますます怪しいね。いろいろ大事な情報を知ってるくせに、いざとなると曖昧になって、自分の名前も忘れるなんて。
Hey, you're getting more and more suspicious. You seem to know a lot of important information, yet become ambiguous at crucial moments, and can't even remember your own name.
そういえばこの前、仲間と離れ離れになって、人ならざる生き物と手を組む羽目になったけど。
I mean,
まさか、あなたが黒幕？
that's you have like one reference for this, but sure. Based on my previous experience on being separated from my teammates and having team up with a non-human, chances are that you're the mastermind behind this.
黒幕？わからない。知らない。思い出せない。でも、コラリーは仲間だ。コラリーの力になりたい。
Mastermind? I don't understand. Don't know. Can't remember. But Coralie is my friend and I want to help Coralie.
付き合いづらいね。まあ、死人の私にはもう失えるものなんてないからいいか。
What a troublesome one. Whatever, I'm already dead. What else could I lose?
コラリー、どうしてこっちを見つめているんだ？
Are you thinking about
私の
me?
ことを考えているのか？
Coralie, why are you staring at me? Are you thinking about me?
そう。決めたよ。あなたをトップガイドに任命する。異世界にいる大魔王コラリー様に不死の試練を受けさせるっていう輝かしい役目を与えよう。
Yes, I was thinking about you.
やれる？
I've decided to appoint you as the chief guide, tasked with the glorious mission of guiding Dark Lord Coralie through the trials of immortality in another world. I think you can handle this. Why does this just sound like a fucking yeah, it just sounds like fucking isekai light novel.
安心して任せろ、コラリー。
Leave it to me, Coralie.
こいつ核に比べれば完全にデニブルとリトス的な差があるよね。
Comparing this pop to perception is like comparing Donaghu to Litos, isn't it? Yeah? One's more innocent than the other. And much more easier to understand, I suppose.
外の空気は心地いいな。
散歩中の犬みたいだね。
A dog getting fresh water. Adventures of the Dragon Hatchling. The mysterious Dragon Hatchling you met in the Dragon Ruins can help you locate nearby interactive items. Huh? What's that? Let me take a look.
犬を飼ったことがあるのか？
Oh, don't talk about that. Never again.
どうして？
死んじゃうから。
They will die.
でも、私は死なない。
I won't die. Wait, T. Wait, oh. Is it T? Yeah, it's T. Okay. Broken Dragon Axe. Looks like Caslana's ult on the sky. When encountering interactive items in the Dragon Ruins, tap the button to access more abilities of the Dragon Hatchling. Can I help you? Yay, I'm so happy. Get the Dragon Hatchling to use the right ability to interact with the items claim reward. Together we're unstoppable. Wow, this is treasure. So hot, burns the thorn, so cold, freezes crystals, strong so strong, breaks rocks. Okay. Oh, what the F? Okay. E? Oh no, I need to break. I need to find the Q. Ah, okay. Grabbing drawer treasure. Okay, interesting. What the hell is this? Pick up. Ruins collections 1 stars. Oh god. Oh my god, there's so much text. The afterlife. I don't know. The great power of permanence shelters the dragon's science. Okay, forbidding death's shadow to encroach even slightly. However, you are about to die, so you will see it for yourself. An onward snow planet, a drafty straw hat teetered in the howling blizzard, where travelers' footsteps pause to rest. Snow-covered. However, if you beg me, I will tell you stories from the stars. There was a jade green planet where I met the queen. She gave me a gold ingot, saying that the true dragon had made its presence felt, which would ensure her reign to last for generations to come. I told her she couldn't do it. Humans are reluctant to hear the truth. You furrowed your brow just now proves it. The queen was angry at me for speaking the truth. Before her royal guards came to sew the gold-tethered carpet, I flew away with the gold ingots. Next was a star covered in flowing water. This time I met a craftswoman. She was crafting a shiny crystal hairpin, and I traded gold for the ingots. The craftswoman was happy, as exchanging it for property would allow an ordinary shop to be passed down for generations. Now I understood why she wanted to make a wealth permanent. Obviously, she couldn't. She told me she wanted to fulfill her mother's wish and create a future her ancestors had hoped for. I became somewhat intrigued, finding myself wanting to see the future she spoke of. But humanity's future vanished in an instant. The planet was submerged in oceans, and the hairpin was no longer gleamed like crystals. Human creations and human themselves, like you, they were never meant to last. The dying elders sighed, lacking the strength to argue with the traveler's words. Then a planet covered in sand. An old woman wanted to trade a crystal cake for this hairpin. She said she wanted to dress up nicely to meet her late husband. The crystal cake was sparkling too, so I agreed. Before she died, she put the hairpin and told me that death only could let her catch up with time, and her departed family would reunite with her beyond time. As the traveler repeated the words from memory in confusion, the bedridden elder seemed to recall something, and her indifferent expression gradually gave way to a smile. But without death, humans wouldn't need to chase after time. All the people I've met could have fulfilled their wishes. At last, the blizzard subsided, and the morning light dawned, shining through the window onto the face of the person inside. While the unknown elder besides them had already drifted into eternal slumber, the traveler gazed silently for a moment, then continued flying towards the infinite cosmos. I'm assuming this is talking about Narla, right? Like, Narla's travel. Red plant. The color of the leaves has changed. Hard to tell if the lighting or the red threads of blood seeping into the soil beneath them. It brings memories of a long forgotten days, multi-scale vegetation, phenology parameter, remote sensing extraction, and verification. Now that's a topic that could quietly blow everyone away. But now's not the time to get lost in dull, irrelevant thoughts. Oh wait, I can come up here. What's this? Stone door. Crumbled stone walls and a thick, heavy gate. Time itself seemed to have frozen them in space. No matter how hard you pushed, it wouldn't bulge. You wonder, maybe back when this place wasn't in ruins, the doors weren't quietly, graciously ajar. So, in a literal sense, there's no point wondering where they once led. Okay, I'm definitely getting away from the beaten path, but where the fuck am I? Oh wait, hold up, that's Ruimu. I think? Is it? Wait, that looks like a city. What the fuck is that place? Wait, this is a train. Wait a minute, what the Is that Rainbow or is that Oxia? Wait, what the fuck is that place? Huh. Train wreckage. What the hell? The wrecked train, oddly modern, narrower than Oxia's vehicles you are used to. Or maybe it's just because this one doesn't have any seats. Not everyone can enjoy a comfortable ride, then maybe no one gets to sit at all. Equal discomfort for all. Well done. Okay. Fireflies. Firefly? What's that glow on the ground? It's a firefly. Oh, it looks like it's dying. They shouldn't perish in flames of human war. It makes no difference. A firefly's life is fleeting by nature. Death will find it eventually. Even though they only have 7 days in the sky, they bravely emerge from the cocoons, flap their wings though through the grooves, and shine the light in the night sky. Their right to embrace life shouldn't be extinguished by the flames of war. But after 7 days, death was the only thing they left behind. There is still hope waiting to bloom. Future fireflies will continue to emerge from the cocoons to shine their light, and then continue to fall and die. Because each firefly can only fly as high as bushes, they will be extinguished in flames of war before the 7th day arrives. The redhead girl looked around, seeing not a single sprout of the scorched earth. She buried the now dimmed firefly in her hand in the soil, then gazed at the sky obscured by gun smoke, and spoke softly. But Nana, there will always be a firefly that parts ways with the water on scorched earth, soaring high into the sky to become a free and shining star in the universe. Okay, so this is Narla and Nanadina. Okay, wait, okay, let me fucking just follow the... What the... I am getting confused. What do you mean there's no interactive? What? Why can't I... Oh my god, do I have to like this? There we go. Where am I now? Oh, wait, this is where we came from, right? Jesus Christ, what the f... Okay, those are definitely statues of Narla, right? What are these? Why does this remind me of the ancient tablet in Yu-Gi-Oh? Because I can't really... Oh, another one. No. Okay, I think I kind of went ahead. Okay. Ruins Recollections 3 answers. Have you been to many places? Under the blooming flower tree, the black-haired girl tilted her head upwards to the clear sky as sunlight melted into gold through the gaps between... I'm guessing Layla, right? Of course, because I am a traveler of the universe, I can tell you stories from any planet you want to hear about. What? The black girl tilted her head as... okay, so this is Layla asking... Okay. Not the stories from the stars. I want to know your stories of flying among the stars. Besides flying, it's more flying, which doesn't sound very edutaining, sorry. But what do you want to know? During all that time, were you a lone dragon flying in the galaxies? Yes. Do you feel afraid, Narla? Scared? Why? Because in space it's pitch black and dead silent. Nothing but endless darkness. That means there's no threats, and even less reason to be afraid. No, that's where the threat lies. I don't get it. Have you ever felt lonely, Narla? Lonely? It's the feeling of being all alone. The dark-haired girl blinked as she waited for her answer, but was quickly distracted by a burst of hearty laughter. There you are, Nana, little Layla. Would you like to fly a kite with me? The girl had already run towards the source of the sound, leaving her standing alone under the shade of the trees. She gazed at the scenery before her. It was more dazzling than the 1,000 jewels, yet still gave no answer. Interesting. Dragon statue. Summons Dragon Star Narla, the name and identity of its ruined master, or rather, the Master Dragon. Well, that answered a few questions when seeing her, like, who thought dragging all this broken stone here would be a good idea, and whose taste are we supposed to blame? Honestly, who would be mad at a gorgeous dragon? True! Jesus Christ, like, now the design is, like, insane. Like, only... Obviously, until we actually, you know, see her, like, a model or, like, see her playable, right? We can't really, let's say, right? But just from the CG that we saw in 70X, ooh, her design is, like, damn. Damn. Okay, crap, I kind of, like, went ahead. What the fuck is that? Ruins. Observe the rift. Huh? A crack in space. That's not Earth? No, this is...
悲しい匂いと
a destroyed, ruined world?
続けているな。
Ah, the taste of sadness
これは何だ？
and the scent of regret keep wafting out. Coralie, what is this?
ちょっとそれ私のセリフでしょ。あなた私のガイドじゃないの？
Hey, shouldn't I be the one asking you that? Aren't you supposed to be my guide?
どうして戦争が終わってないの？争う理由なんてもうないのに、いつまで意味なく血を流し続けるの？
Okay, that's an arena. Why hasn't the war stopped? We've all lost reason to fight. How much longer must this meaningless bloodshed continue? Okay, so I'm assuming this is Sanadina's original world, right? Where she lived?
戦争は永遠に続く。
It's tossed.
彼らも決して変わらない。忌まわしき永遠のために。
War will continue forever and they will never change because of that detestable forever.
まさか私たちの文明はもう。
Okay, so okay, this is like definitely the home planets. Could it be that our civilization has already...
待ってさっきの腹立たしい声は
Wait, that infuriating voice, could it be...
優しい声だ。悲しくて懐かしい。彼女のことを
Is it Narla?
知っているのに思い出せない。
Wait, is it Narla the dragon?
コラリー、私は悲しい。心に穴が開いたみたいに悲しいんだ。
I was wondering, it could be Narla, right? Because Narla had like these horns, but I thought like, okay, maybe it could just be like generic dragon horns. But considering we freaking read the third note, that gentle voice, so sad, so familiar. I know her, but I can't remember. Coralie, I feel so sad. There's no emptiness in my heart. I feel so sad.
昔、彼女に何のために生きているのかって聞かれたことがあった。コラリー、君は人間は何のために生きたいんだ？
I remember she once asked me what I live for. What I live for. Coralie, why do humans want to live?
この世の大体の人間はバカだからちょっとしたラッキーがあれば今日はいい一日で明日はもっと良くなるって自分を説得できるんだ。よく言うでしょ、生きてれば希望がある。誰かに希望を与えることもできるって。
Because most people in this world are idiots who can convince themselves that today was good and tomorrow might be even better after having the slightest good luck. How does that saying go? Oh, only when you're alive can you have hope, and even bring others hope.
でももちろんそんな大それた理想は私には向いてない。私の答えは訓練場の芝生の上で、私に負けたバカなランニングをおかずにして日向ぼっこしながらクッキーを食べる。
Okay, that's quite cute. Of course, those grand ambitions and lofty ideals were never my thing. As for my answer, I suppose being able to eat wafers in the sun on the grass of that practice range while watching that idiot who lost her wafers to me run laps and
あ
laps.
と古くて柔らかいソファーに身を委ねてテレビの暗い光の中でクッションをギュッと抱きしめるため体の向きを変えれば アインシュタインが作った焦げたポップコーンの匂いがして。
And lying on a soft couch, watching the dim light from the TV, hugging a cushion tightly on to my chest, rolling over to smell the popcorn that Ayn
そ
burnt.
れだけ？
Is that all?
それだけ。
That's all.
コラリーは生きたかったのに、どうして死んだんだ？
If Coralie wanted to live, why did she die?
殺されたんだよ。かばおうとしたら一撃を食らった。本当に死ぬなんて冗談でしょ。
I mean, when you say it like that, you sound like a dumbass, right? But, you know, considering the circumstances, yeah. I died because I was killed. I jumped in to take a sword to you. It could actually kill me. It could actually kill me. I certainly didn't see that coming.
それじゃあ、同じことが起きたら、コラリーはまたかばうために死ぬのか？
Yes, she would. If Coralie could choose again, would you still intercept the sword with your life?
死んだ人は二度も死ねないでしょ。
Oh, how can someone who's already dead die again? Oh, okay, yeah, she would. Okay, it's just another way saying of yes.
もう行こう。試練とやらを乗り越えて、永遠の命をゲットする最速記録を塗り替えたくてうずうずしてるよ。
Let's go. I can't wait to show off my skills and win those trials. Setting a new speed record for attaining immortality.
そういえば、名前は決めた。
でも、数万年くらい経てば
What a few 10,000s of years.
そんなにかからない。
あなたの時間感覚が羨ましくなってくる。
I see.
コラリー、これは何？綺麗だ。
It's beautiful. Check the bright spots.
真珠かな。
A pearl.
綺麗な真珠だ。これを私に？
What a beautiful pearl. Is it for me?
人影が現れた。
Someone a beard. Wait, what? Oh, shit. Oh, wait. Wait, a model. Whoa.
好きなんだよね。
Oh. Ooh. Okay, hold. Okay, wait. Okay. Oh, it is. Oh, I do like a model. Oh, it is a very nice model. Oh, also like the very vibrant eyes, like the golden eyes, like the contrast, like with her skin to the golden eyes. Ooh. Oh, god damn it! When the fuck are you playable? Do you think she's gonna be playable, chat? I really would do want Narla to be playable. Oh, also Senadina. Wait, hold up. This Senadina doesn't have the crack in the chest. Huh. I notice you've been staring at it. You must really like it.
ああ、この美しい光沢は好きだ。何をしている？この木を切るのか？君の力では難しいだろう。私が協力する。
I like it. Such a beautiful luster. What are you doing? Do you want to cut down this tree? Your strength seems a bit lacking. I can help you.
違うよ。枝を整えてるだけ。毎年すくすく育つようにね。
I'm trimming its branches so that the tree can flourish every year.
理解できないな。木を育てるために枝を死なせるだと？
I don't understand. Why do you let the branches die while claiming to help the tree grow?
古い枝が新しい若葉に光と雨を譲ることで、大樹はより高く成長できるの。
Because only when old branches leave the light and rain to baby... sorry. Because only when old branches leave the light and rain to baby leaves can the tree keep growing towards new heights.
人間も同じだよ。命が終わりを迎えるときに、明日という未来へ希望や文明を託す。そうすることで、木は永遠に繁栄し続ける。
The same goes for humans. Only when life has an end can we pass on hope and civilization to tomorrow and the future. This way the tree will continue to flourish.
おかしな考えだ。あまたの星を巡ってきたが、自ら死を抱く文明など見たことがない。
Strange notion. I've traveled to countless planets, but I've never encountered a civilization that willingly embraces death. Amphorius, technically, you could argue, right? I guess also technically Earth, right? But also technically we don't know when this is taking place, right? Because the Honkai came to Mars like 2 billion years ago, right? And I think when that came, like, they would have already been in Mars, right? Because they helped cultivate Mars.
青函旅行か。羨ましいな。あ、そういえば、まだ名前を聞いてなか
Oh,
ったね。
oh, and I guess this
私
is
はセナディア。あなたは
Coralie's introduction to Sonarina. Huh. Space travel? I'm so envious. Wait, we've been talking for so long. But I haven't asked your name yet. I'm Sonarina, and you are?
私は普及を継ぐもので、使命のために。
Okay, yeah, they're like, okay, yep.
名前はいらない。
Ugh. We'll talk about it in a bit. I'm a sign of permanence, a interstellar traveler, a summoned star dragon. Names are unnecessary.
せっかく友達になれたのに、名前で呼べないなんて寂しいよ。ちょっと考えさせて。静かに流れる長い長い川みたいな雰囲気だから。ナハラってどう？これからはナナって呼ぶね。
That'd be a shame since we finally became friends. Let me think. You give off the feeling of a calm river that flows forever, so Narla. How does that sound? From now on, I will call you Nana.
ナハラ。うん、気に入った。ありがとう。セナディ
Naharla. I like this name. Thank you, Senadina.
気に入ってくれて嬉しいよ、ナナ。あなたはいろんな場所を旅してきたんだよね。外の世界や星々ってどんな感じ？
Thank you for liking it, Nana. Oh, you've been to many places, right? The worlds out there, those stars, what are they like?
星か？命があるものとないものがある。緑や赤、青の星もあるな。だが、
Huh? Wait, what?
人類が本来の姿のまま永遠に生き続けているとは、こんな星は初めてだ。セナディア、君の星は特別で恵
What the hell does she mean here? Stars, some with life, some without. Green ones and green ones, red ones, blue ones too. But I've never passed by a star where humans can exist in the original form for eternity now. Senadina, your star is special, unfortunate too. I'm confused. Wait, give me a second, chat. I need to check something first. Let me fact check one thing. Who is the oldest boy? Huh. I am confused. Okay, let's finish this conversation and then I'll talk why I'm confused. Your star is special, unfortunate
そう
too.
かな。案外、永遠の命は不治の病で、死こそが楽になれるものかもしれないよ。
Lucky, perhaps immortality is an incurable disease, and death is actually the cure.
私たちの命も茂ったり枯れたりすればいいのに。新しい枝が朝日の下で実り、過去の落ち葉は土に帰って大樹を見守る。そうしたら文明という名の森はどんどん成長していく。それこそが人間の未来だよ。
If our lives could flourish and wither with trees, where tender branches bloom and fruit under the tree, then fallen leaves turn to soil and nurture the great tree. This forest of civilization would keep growing upwards. That would be the future humanity deserves.
なのに今この星はよどんだ水のように
No stillness. Instead of being like this, like a pool of timeless stillness, with no ripples to disturb its surface.
永遠がなければ全ては死によって消されてしまうぞ。そうしたら望む未来を見届けることもできない。
But without eternity, death will erase everything, and you will never see the future you imagine.
私が描く景色は永遠になれないからこそ不朽なの。
The scenery I described is only made permanent by the fact that it cannot last forever.
もちろん私も飛んでる鳥たちやまだ咲いてない花たちみたいに時間とともに消えてくよ。でもその時間は理想と希望、そして伝承による不朽の愛を残してくれるの。
Time will surely take me away along with the birds fluttering in front of me and the flowers yet to bloom. But time will also bring us ideals and hopes and love that becomes permanent through inheritance.
君の言葉はいつも不思議だ。
Senadina, your words always sound strange.
みんなにも同じことを言われたよ。
Everyone says that.
だが君の普及を私は見届けたい。
I want to witness your permanence.
セナディ彼女がセナディを早く夢追い人に伝えなきゃ。
Okay, so she did remember and she realized too.
先に復活してここから出なきゃいけないけど。
Okay, Senadina, so she's Senadina. I need to report this to entropy, assuming I can come back to life and get out of here.
あと不死の星。それが本当に歴史上に存在してたなら、この遺跡と関係があったりするの？
We don't know what the fuck we are.
永遠の命って。
Are we still in a section of Mars? I mean, we should be somewhere in Mars, right? And the planet of immortality. Is this real history? Could these ruins be connected to that planet? Could that so-called immortality be real deal?
二人の影が消えた。コラリー、どうして胸が痛むんだ？彼女たちの会話を聞いていると懐かしくて泣きたくなる。
Okay, so
昔から二人のことを知っていた気がするんだ。
Okay,
でもありえないだろ？
okay, so the freaking baby dragon is most likely Narla, right? In like a regressed form, or is like a branch of Narla or like a child of Narla, I'm assuming, right? Maybe? I don't know. They disappeared. Coralie, why do I feel so sad? When they were speaking, I wanted to cry and felt so nostalgic. It's as if I've known them for a very, very long time. But how could that be?
ナナ。この名前にも懐かしさ
Okay, no, she is Narla.
感じる。
It's like a regressed form of Narla.
この名前を使ってもいいか？
Narla.
使いたい。
No. This name too. It feels so nostalgic, so warm. Coralie, can I use his name? I want to be called by this name.
いいんじゃない？呼びやすいし。これよりあなたは大魔王コラリー様を勝利に
Chief Dragon.
導く我が片腕。悪竜7だ。
Much better. Rolls off the tongue. From now on, you shall be Nana, the chief dragon under Dark Lord Coralie, thus with guiding the Dark Lord towards a victorious tomorrow.
任せてくれ。私は悪竜7だ。
Leave it to me. I'm the evil dragon. Nana, the evil dragon. Why did she call herself the evil dragon?
コラリー、試練
Hmm.
の内容を思い出したぞ。試練に立ち向かう者は3つの元凶を乗り越えるんだ。そしてその中では意志の強さでコラリーの魂の重さを測る。
Interesting that she's regained some of her memories here. Coralie, Nana remembers the details of the trials. The trialists must pass the 3 illusions, and the souls will be weighed 3 times based on the will they displayed in these
合
illusions.
計して竜の鱗1枚より重かったらコラリーは鱗と契約を結んで普及を手に入れられるぞ。
As long as the total weight of your soul is heavier than the dragon scale, Coralie will be able to sign the dragon scale pact and gain
随
immortality.
分古い設定だね。3つの超高難易度ステージをクリアしないと
Okay.
宝箱をもらえないのと同じ。
So that's an original. So it's basically a precious treasure chest awarded to me for clearing 3 super difficult stages.
宝箱ナナも宝箱が大好きだ。確か元凶は試練に立ち向かった者の記憶に合わせて心の中の真実を映し出す。でもコラリーならきっと大丈夫。
Treasure chest. Nana loves treasure chests too. Nana remembers that each illusion changes after the trialist memory, reflecting the truest in herself. But Nana is sure Coralie will be fine.
それなら簡単だね。リーズンスタジオ最強のゲームデバッガーである私に攻略できないゲームはない。天才ゲーム評論家コラリー、必ず不死の試練を手早くクリアし、
That
曲の報酬を手にして。
makes things simple. As the strongest game tester at Studio Reason, there's no game I can't speedrun. The genius game reviewer Coralie will swiftly win this trial of immortality and gain the ultimate prize.
急なる大魔王コラリー様として君臨しよう。
Becoming the immortal Dark Lord Coralie. Okay. What the fuck? Not news. What's the Nihility word again? Not news. Not Clive. What the fuck is his name again? What is Ix? Yeah, Ix. Reminds me of Ix. Okay. But before we continue, first let me check. How much of progress have we made? Why do I feel like we barely made any progress? Chat.
眠りしたい。
What the fuck is wrong with me? Chat. You know how we've been streaming for the 3 hours, and then I'm pretty sure we started the story like an hour into the story, right? Like an hour into the stream, like around, let's say 8 or something, right? Like 8:20, right? So we've kind of more or less been doing the story for, let's say, nearly 2 hours. We're not even an hour in. How the fuck are we not even an hour in? Oh my god, what the hell is wrong with me? Okay, we're gonna freaking like, we're not fucking gonna speedrun. No. Okay, so the things like, if you notice what I like, well, like you know, what I was like, while we were doing this, right? And you know how she said she's permanent, the Shroud of Permanence, she's a sign of permanence. Well, I mean,
巨大な竜になる。
I mean, since chapter 6, we've seen a much more linkaging between, Impact 3rd and HSR, and, with the introduction of, Sparkle, with Sparkle coming, into the story, and then, with the, it was either a Memo Keeper or a Memory Snatcher,
いないのか？
who then talked to Kiana in her dreams, right? At the end of chapter 6, right? So, like, the lines are, like, starting to, like, the lines are blurring more and more, right? So, the more we, go into part 2, right? Well, she said she was a sign of permanence, and
ポケットにお菓子
permanence is technically like a part in Star Rail, right? And it's to do with dragons, right? Freaking Dan Hung by Lu are like parts of permanence, right? Because it's to do with Aeon Long. Where is it when they talk about science? Is it here?
ポケットにお菓子は入っていないのか
Yeah, who represents the path of permanence because it's like a fucking giant ass dragon. They were the progenitor of all dragons, known for their role in the creation of their science, and their interpretation of immortality, the revelation of the permanence. Yeah. So,
竜になるなれるはずだ
creation of their science. And that science would, Narla being one of them, right? Because she even said herself, like, she's a sign of permanence. And it's a cosmic dragon. Right? And freaking Long is the Aeon of all fucking things, right?
巨大な竜になるなれるはずだ
Now this is where I'm like confused, right? Well, hold on, let me read this. Long traversed the universe an untold number of eras ago, with the primary goal of seeking the meaning to life itself. At some point, they found the answer, which became known as the revelation of permanence. After that, Long's science also emerged. No one knows exactly what the true ideals of the Aeon, but the penman of the Candelagraphers of the Intelligence of Gil, Oppenheimer, came to a certain conclusion. One could have defined the meaning of existence to be the timeless nature of one's greatness. Their decision to reincarnate a boring biological immortality also led to the penman to question the revelation postulates the continuance of bloodline. Alternatively, the decision of the High Orders and the Vidyaraja to ally with the Essential Alliance signifies their inclination towards the noble ambition to ensure the safety of the universe. Okay, so yeah, so these are like known long science, and now we know that Narla is a scion of permanence, right? But okay, so here's the tricky thing, right? So here's the tricky thing that I'm thinking. Because technically, what's happening right now, the conversation between Narla and
巨大な竜になる
Senadina
なれるはずだ
technically should have happened around 2 billion years ago, right? More or less. Because we know that... Okay, so this is where I'm like confused now. Where I'm like kind of confused. Because we know from the timeline... We know that Mars... Okay, sorry, sorry, 1 billion years ago, right? So we know that Mars was destroyed around 1 billion years ago, right? That's when the cocoon of finality 1-2 was in Mars, trying to find someone who could embrace, finality, but, obviously Mars was unable to find anyone who could embrace finality. I know, civilization in Mars was destroyed, right? We know that happened 1 billion years ago, and we know that then it went to Venus, and then, came to Earth, and, then, the story happened, right? Now, if Mars was destroyed around 1 billion years ago, Earth, I guess then the issue is that it's Earth calendar years, right? It's specifically Earth calendar around 1 billion years ago. Because if we take this, let's say,
眠りしたい
because HSR uses amber errors, right? To, let's say, amber errors to, let's say, count time, or as a time counter, right? They use it as the way they measure, let's say, days.
殻の中に戻る
And
人眠
Glypho duration between length of one number is between 76 and 240. Trebly is used converted, and Trebly's calendar. Okay, and supposedly the assumption is that a Trailblaze is is basically equal to the Gregorian calendar, which is, you know, the calendar we use, right? So this is where I'm like confused now, right? Because from my understanding, supposedly, like, obviously, you know, Sorrow like has a lot of law itself, right? But from what is understood, the oldest Aeon is, it's not confirmed who the oldest Aeon, right, is, right? But it is like more or less believed that Clyfoth is the oldest Aeon, right? That they are the oldest Aeon, right? And I think we technically know how old they are, right? Yeah, because we know that Clyfoth was that became an Aeon around 221,158 Amber eras ago, right? But if we do assume that, let's say, Clyfoth is the oldest, right? Because that's technically, we don't really know the exact ages of all the fucking Aeons, right? Because they're technically more in terms of, let's say, god slash concepts, right? But it is more or less somewhat, I mean, like I said, like I just said, right? It is more in the eyes that, let's say, Clyfoth is the oldest, right? And if we do, what was it? 240, so we do 240 times 21. How much was it? 2158. 240 times 2158. That's only 517 years. Sorry, 517,000 years, right? Ago. And that's not even a million years, right? So that's not even fucking like like it's not even at when the dinosaurs were extinct, right? So this is my issue. Unless my thinking of no, it's not right. Cause no, cause when Mars was destroyed a billion years ago, after Mars was destroyed, time froze in Mars, and time was continuously frozen in Mars until after when Kiana finally embraced finality, and that's when Mars, the time in Mars started to, you know, continue to flow. I'm pretty sure I'm right in this, right? I will double check this tomorrow, because I am now confused. Because how can Narla be a sign of permanence if Clyfoth, who is technically, let's say, agreed to be, let's say, the oldest, wasn't even, let's say, around then, right? Because I remember searching this before, and like, who's the oldest Aeon? And obviously this is an AI answer, right? But what does this lead to? Yes, assume that Clyfoth is the oldest, right? But there's like other like Ouroboros, like Equilibrium, Terminus, who are also contenders for the title. But I guess because like it deliberately says here, right, the timelines and origins are essentially obscured. So it is possible for, let's say, Long to be even older, right? Yeah, it's not very known. So it is technically cool. It is possible for Long to be older, right? Much older, right? Because yeah, it is. I mean, I'm assuming that the current information we know about Aeons isn't, let's say, correct, right? Because I mean, we're still like missing a lot of information in fucking Stario, but I mean, it has to be, because otherwise this is such a fucking. Otherwise, this is such a freaking weird break in continuity, right? I mean, I'm sure they probably like thought of this, right? Because yeah, unless you're gonna tell me that, unless what you're gonna tell me is that there's a reason they use that is, you know how Earth is surrounded by, not Earth, but the solar system is surrounded by, you know, the Honkai Wall, or that invisible Honkai barrier, that it like shifts the flow of time. But no, I don't think that would be that would be a reason why. So I'm assuming like the information that we know about the Aeons is probably wrong, and then most likely they have to be much older, right? Because otherwise this is such a fucking stupid contradiction, or such a stupid break in yeah, this is such a stupid thing. Because if they didn't really fucking think about this and, you know, just, let's say, made Nana a Zion permanence for, you know, shit and giggle, or, you know, just to link things, then I'll be really annoyed, right? Because this makes holes in things, and because I can't try, because I've been trying, like, since freaking Nana, well, the small dragon said that the trial permanent, I was thinking, and then when freaking the Nahala herself said she's a sign of permanence, yeah, I was like, I am confused. I am confused. I am. I'm very much confused, chats. Very, very confused. What the? Oh. I did not know I could jump down. I don't know, chat. I mean, I have to go with assumption, right? Because do we still like, even like I do the Star Wars story, right? And even let's say in simulated universes, it hasn't, let's say, like given, let's say, concrete answers of like, let's say, origins of the Aeons, or like it hasn't really given concrete answers of origins of Aeons, right? So it is possible that information that we know about the Aeons is incorrect. Well, let's continue. Let's continue for now. Let's. Okay, you don't, Chad. You don't have to, let's say, like try and. I mean, if you want to, you can like try and figure it out, right? I mean, if you do figure it out, do tell me, right? But I guess technically it's not too important right now, right? Because technically, the stories are still separate, right, for the time being, but they're gonna fucking come to, like, into each other like, soon. Nana feels the power of the dragon skill will pass.
第一の試練っていうわけ。準備できたよ。このスタートボタンを押せば、大魔王の試練が正式に始まる。
Ah, so this is the first trial. I'm ready. Once I press the start button, the Dark Lord will officially embark on the trial.
今まではから越しに遠くから見ていたから、どんな試練が待ち受けているか楽しみだ。
You can do it, Coralie. Nana has only ever watched from afar through the eggshell, so Nana doesn't know what trials will appear. This is so exciting.
私より興奮してない。
Why do you seem even more excited than me? And we shall end it here for today before we do this first trial. Jesus Christ. Oh, wait, how's it 10:30? Oh my god, we did not make much progress. Holy shit. I didn't even store that much today, chat. You cannot tell me anything. I barely stole today, I think. Hold on, when the fuck did we start? Wait, hold on, let me check. When the fuck did we start the story? Okay, no, we spent like a good 2 hours doing the story, right? And we're only an hour in. Maybe tomorrow's stream is a bit longer, or I start earlier. Because okay, we are not finishing this shit in 2 streams. I mean, technically, I could finish this story in 2 streams, if you know. Stay quiet, don't make any comments, just play the game, and we could be finished. But in that point, why even stream it then, right?
覗いてみただけだ。
Okay, okay. Well, I mean, this has given me already like a few things to fucking think about, and we're only an hour in. I mean, that's good, right? Oh boy, fucking brain rot. Okay, we'll leave it here for today then, chat. Yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it. I mean, tomorrow, at least tomorrow the recap won't be that long, if anything. But yeah, oh my god, we're also pulling Sable, so we're gonna spend some time in HSR too. Ah! There's no stream tomorrow, right? Hold up, there's no streams, right? No, they're not. Oh my god, that's me. We're most likely not gonna finish it tomorrow, and oh my god, maybe I come home early on Saturday and then stream it. Oh my god, kill me in Minecraft. Whatever. Okay, so that'll be it for today in chat. Yeah, tomorrow's stream most likely is gonna be earlier. Not sure how early, but it's gonna be earlier. Maybe 5 o'clock. We'll see. Right. Oh yeah, so that'll be it for today then, chat. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye, chat. Take care. Oh god, I have so much to think about now.